Christmas and Happy New Year!
Boom, everybody! Woohoo! Wow, what a week! Do you know, it was really strange that it was only last week that I was kind of beginning my kind of week off, and here we are, a week later. We're here. I made it. And honestly, folks, it's been busier for me this last week than it has been if I was in work. In all honesty, I have been all over the country, particularly around the south, anyway, and up to Essex. It's been brilliant. I've totally enjoyed it. But today was kind of marginally the only day that I wasn't actually doing kind of. I didn't have to do too much. I was still doing stuff. I still had a lot to do. One of the things I've been working on today, actually, I was just filming a bit of an intro to the London Calling rewind video. Now, you remember a few weeks ago on London Calling 200, I showed a few clips. There was 3 clips. And I used the same track of music for each one, just kind of reflecting and showing all the stuff that all the people that had been on from London Calling 1 right through to 199. So anyway, with that in mind, I thought I'd do it as a bit of a rewind, and I kind of beg a question at the beginning of it to sort of ask, maybe should it be a thing? So anyway, so tomorrow probably around, I don't know, I think I'll go for 6 p.m. tomorrow. I might as well do some sort of premiere or something like that. I haven't done one for ages. Got a video out this week as well. That was quite nice. A review of one of the new 2024 sets, and did a live stream as well this week of building a couple of them as well. This being one of them. They're out there, folks. They're in the wild, the new sets. You just got to find them. Don't know if anyone's managed to grab any of the new, what do they call them? I'm trying to think. I was going to call it the boys pack, but that would be a kind of a bit of a copy of what ACOB would say. But the Clone Wars True Battle Pack, has anyone been able to get hold of any of them? Be interesting to know. I know a few from my friends in America, they've managed to get hold of some. And then when they've gone to pay for them, the till's refusing them to payments. So they can't grab them. And certainly I haven't seen anyone in this country get any yet. But it's kind of exciting. There's kind of like the hunt is on. Question is, where can you go to get them? I reckon little independent toy stores are going to be the place to get them. But anyway, time will tell. Good luck to anyone that's getting them. So I haven't got to get up early on New Year's Day now because I've got some of the 2024 sets that I wanted to get. And to be honest, I may live stream. I'm going to probably build and review and make some videos out of them, to be honest. I kind of missing making videos. I'm a YouTuber after all. Got to be done. So anyway, so that's kind of what I'm going to be doing over the next few days, and looking forward to 2024 anyway. It's going to be an exciting year, actually. And I can't wait to share quite a lot of what I'm going to be doing with you lovely lot out there as well. So anyway, on that note, do remember, if you do want to support the channel, folks, there's a couple of ways of doing it. Firstly, you can either give us a super chat and I'll get your name up there on London Wall, or of course, you can join the membership and become a slightly deeper ingrained part of the LBB family. Simple as that. So anyway, tonight's going to be quite an interesting one. I'm going to look back at a few things. We're going to look back at some of the sets that we built this year. Certainly going to be thinking about maybe our top 5 each or something like that. It's all subjective, folks. So it's going to hopefully be, I got such an eclectic amount of people coming on tonight on the panel that hopefully we won't all be saying the same things, which is kind of cool. I've got an interesting top 5. I've got a sixth one that's kind of just got in there, actually, which is this one as well. So Sora's, well, the exact name is Sora's Transforming Mech Race Bike. Bit of a mouthful, isn't it? So that one there is potentially in my top 5. I'm kind of thinking about it as I'm looking. There's another one that might be in there as well. Surprisingly, actually, I was going to show it to you, but I'll show it to you later. But anyway, on that note, I got to kind of look back at 2023 as well. Just asking you, in your humble opinion. Again, there's no wrong answer here, folks. There never is. Have the Lego sets during 23 been either great, good, or okay? And so far, 64% are saying great. I think it's been a brilliant year. One of the sets that I was wishing that I'd built by now, I've certainly bought it, is this one, the OE, the Orient Express. I think, sadly, quite a few people are missing that off their top 5 list for this year, simply because it came out so late, along with the museum as well. I think that's going to be one. And Avengers Tower. Not really seen too many people mention that as their top one of the year. Of course, it is going to be up there. But again, that's another one that I've got because that was my Christmas present. Lucky for me. Oh my God, it doesn't really get many better than that. So I'm looking forward to that. But a lot of people have been saying Rivendell's been their favourite one of the year, and quite rightly so. But I'd kind of expect it for that money as well. My absolute top favourite one. Well, those who know me and watch this channel, you'll probably guess which one is actually my my number one set of the year. Certainly one that I've not seen anybody else pick anyway. But anyway, enough about me, what we're going to be up to tonight. And of course, we've got that gift we purchased as well. Got that new one coming out, the food truck. That's going to be an interesting one. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. But anyway, let's say hello to a few of you lovely bods out there, shall we? And just so you know as well, before I say hi to you lovely lot, in about an hour, we'll do the draw for 5 people, wherever you are around the world, to win a copy of Block's Book of Retro Lego Sets magazine. It's a cool little magazine and quite useful for anyone who wants to know a little bit more about castle, pirates, and of course, space. It's worth having. It's a really cool little prize. It really is. So anyway, let's say hello to a few people out there. We've got Gary out there from Ireland saying hello from Ireland. Good to see you, Gary. Hope you've had a top week. Happy New Year, everybody, as well. It's kind of, I always say Merry New Year this time of year because we're in that period between Christmas and the New Year. It's a bit bizarre, really, because you kind of lose track of days. So good evening, Greg, London Bridge Bricks. Hope you're well. I really am, actually. I just golloped down a Kit Kat, and I'm kind of wishing I had now because I want to eat some more. I'm starving. Says hello, panel. Hello, all lovely lot in Chatland. It's Friday. It sure is. I hope everyone who has had to work this week hasn't had to work too hard. Those in retail, I mean, you've had a tough week, especially in London. London, just the whole world just seems to be descending on London at the moment. Even all says Mark. Titanium J saying greetings, everyone. Brick TY is returning the love. Dave's out there as well, all the way from Australia. We've got Andrew as well saying hello, Greg. Happy Friday. Boom. Love that. Happy Friday. Chat says 2KA files. Lego Team B say morning, Dave and crew. Good to see you, Lego Team B. I love all the support I get from Australia. Honestly, it's very, very cool. Clever Pig's out there. Good afternoon, everyone. Good to see you, Clever Pig. And we've got Bonnie Bricks. Hey, all. Hope everyone had a fab Quimbo and is ready for 2024. I certainly am, actually. It's been nice to see you streaming over on Matt's channel as well, Bonnie's Bricks. Hopefully see maybe a little bit more of you in the coming months. Andy's Bricks and Figures. He says, hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. We've got Delicious Foods, hashtag pre-play gang as well. Thank you so much, my friend. Super appreciate it. And for that, I'm going to give you one of my favorite ones of the year that I made.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
Salixgate has been here as well. Delicious Foods, thank you so much. Salixgate's been here for 11 months. 11 months as a member. That's awesome, that is. Super appreciate that. Faith and Misery. Boom, boom, boom. A bit like my heart, actually. Just before this stream starts, it goes boom, boom, boom. Will Holwick. Yo, Trev. We did, and you did too, hopefully. More and more's out there too. Let's get down there. Who else we got there? Craigster's out there as well. Say good evening. Good to see you, Craigster. You certainly had a good Christmas. You did, which was lovely to see. And the roller skate too, says Delicious Foods. Oh yeah, I saw the roller skate. I nearly bought that, actually. It does actually look really good. They says I can't buy street dated sets. Not every store has intricate systems for enforcing street dates. Okay. Walmart has some. They sure do. Have you guys been able to get them? I think it was Walmart or Target, where I think Walmart is not able to sell them, but Target is. Who knows though? But anyway, there's the shelves are bare from 2023 sets, and of course the shops want to kind of update them and put on the 2024 sets, but in quite a lot of places they can't. Anthony Etzel was out there. Hello from Oregon. Hello from London. Good to have you, Anthony. It really is. Hello, Lego family, says One Brick Stud. Great to have you here, my friend. Anna Reyes is out there as well, saying hello to everybody. Great news. I finished the Avengers Tower last night. It took me 3 days, but it was absolutely worth it. It looks beautiful in person. Yeah. Do you know what? Anna, that sounds amazing. Definitely want to know what you think about that. I've got that to come. I'm going to do a Marvel March. So I'm looking forward to that. I've got the 3 modular sets to build from that theme, which I'm kind of excited about. And I was going to finish the AT-AT, which I did actually finish one set of bags, bag 3. And then I kind of got the news that there was 2024 sets out there. I had to change gear. Simple as that. But I'm going to try and do a little bit more of it over this weekend. I was thinking to stream it this weekend, but I'm going to sort of take it a little bit easy, I think. I actually want a break. So I'm going to take a couple of days out. Good evening, Crazy, says Brick Stage Pass, says Bricky TY. Mayo's out there as well. I know, Dave, I'm hopped up on Coca-Cola. Yeah, that definitely won't help you sleep. Indeed, Greg. Lego room under construction. Good stuff. That's good to hear. And we got Anna as well out there saying Axel play Hola Axel, buenas tardes. Sorry for making you jealous. It is a cool set, and Trevor's videos out there too. Right, okay, let's start getting a few guests on, shall we? Where are we going to go first? I say we're going to go first. We're going to go. I always used to think this guy was on the East Coast, but he's not actually. He's in a sort of a more central time zone, as it happens, somewhere around the corner from where I'm going to be going next year, which is, of course, Chicago. I mean, I say Chicago, this is more like sort of Ninjago land where this guy dwells. He is, of course, our good friend of the channel, Mr. Ninjago himself, Titanium J. Hello, you.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going, Titanium J?
It's going good. Had a good week.
You had a good week. I've had a brilliant week. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yes, I did.
Awesome stuff. Did you get some Lego?
Yes, I did get some Lego. Yeah.
Good stuff. Can't wait to ask you in a minute a little bit more about that. I couldn't help but noticing, my friend, that you are wearing a bit of a new fleece tonight. It's not too fleecy.
This is just the normal red, but underneath, I believe I showed this last time.
Dude,
yeah,
I
the
love
black
it.
shirt.
It's my favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite. Yeah. I think it's iconic. I really do. I love it. I need to get one of those shirts because I really do like Blacktron. It's for me the Blacktron gift we purchased, even though it came out right at the beginning of this year. I think it's the best one of the year. It is my favorite one of the year. I was like actually shocked how much I enjoyed it, and I loved it. I really did. Maybe we talk about our favorite gift with purchases later on as well. Maybe our top 3 or something like that. Certainly, I think this has been a good year for gift with purchases, but. Anyway, Jay, great to have you here, my friend. As always, it really is. Where would you like to go next? We've got somewhere just outside London. We've got somewhere on the west coast of America. I'm not sure where this actually person lives. I'm going to say I'm going to go east coast actually, but I've got actually no idea where she lives, which is strange. I tell you, she lives in a place where people run around in pink wheels for some reason or other. Got no idea why. Or we could just go north, go very north, up to a place just north of America, to a place called Canada. Where would you like to go, my friend?
Well, I think we'll go to the north coast of America, aka Canada.
Oh, I was going to say the north coast. I was thinking, is it? What water is the north coast of America? That's weird. That was almost throwing me out. Then we got Ivan out there. Before we go to Canada, I just want to say hi to Ivan out there, saying Titanium J. How you doing? Giving you some love there. Sleep is overrated, says Dave Ricks. This is a weird thing. I have actually not slept at all well over this Christmas period, which is bizarre because it's so dark. It's like literally not daylight at the moment till it feels like 8:30, 9 o'clock at the moment. It's bizarre. It really is. And I love the darkness. Hi, everyone. Working and lurking. That's Steve, of course, Echo Bricks. Might be seeing him on here soon, folks. You never know. Madlib's out there as well saying, hi, TJ. Madlib. Do you know what? Madlib's someone I wouldn't mind getting on here one day, as well as Trevor's videos. There we go. There's a hat trick of people that I'd like to get on London Calling. Anna Reyes is out there as well saying Trevor's videos. Gracias. And there he is. Let's go Canada. All right. So let's go Canada. Don't want to force the situation. I don't want to cause some sort of strange embargo between the Canadians and the Americans. You know what they're like, folks. It's worse than the English and the Scottish. It really, really is. Anyway, so where are we going to go? So this guy's he's been loving it. He's had a brilliant year this year being on London Calling. How can I describe him? It was one thing I will say, folks, is it's the absolute opposite. The jumper he's wearing tonight is the absolute opposite of the one that he was wearing last week. He's gone from flamboyant and slightly garish to a slightly more benign jumper. But what can I say, folks? What it does is it just makes that beautiful face of his pop even more. He's, of course, gorgeous. He is, of course, Brickin' Brood.
Hey, what an intro. Yeah, definitely toned it down a little bit here this week.
Just a bit, mate. Blimey.
Yeah. That's funny. You remember that shirt?
You turned it inside out. Yeah, how can I forget? I've still got the migraine from it. It was kind of exciting. It was very good. Anyway, you're looking very well. What has he got? Is that actually a merch jumper you've got on there?
My wife got it for. Well, it's one of one. If anyone wants one, I can maybe look into it. But no, this is my wife got it for me for Christmas last year. She got me a hat, a toque, and a couple other shirts, and I wore the heck out of them. So some of them are kind of faded. So she hooked me up with some new gear.
Oh, dude,
hey Axel,
that's so good. That's so cool. It really is. We got Axel Plate out there, all the way from Denmark. Axel Plate. Hope you had a top week. I really did. Everyone's had a good week actually. Did you have a nice Christmas, my friend?
Yeah, definitely. It was busy, lots going on, a lot of moving parts, but we ended up spending a couple nights at my sister's, and so that was a full house, taking the entire family up there, and yeah.
You just get a bus. You got to get a bus up
definitely.
there. My brother's in New York at the moment, which is kind of fun. Ooh. So anyone on the East Coast, let me know where it's going over there. Right, Brickin' Brood, where would you like to go next? We've got somewhere just outside London. We've got somewhere on the west coast of America. It's probably still not even lunchtime out there yet. Or we've got somewhere where it's very pink. Where would you like to go?
I'm feeling pinky today. Let's go with pink.
Oh, he's feeling pinky. I love a man when he's feeling pinky. I really do. It's strange when you say it out loud like that. There we go. Okay, let's bring on, shall we, folks? She is a star. She's beautiful. And she is Pink Wheels, otherwise known to you lovely lot out there as Meredith. Hello, you.
Hello.
The Lego wave.
Oh, the Lego wave. Oh, it's like that, actually. It's a bit more like that. That's more like Prince Charles. I've been watching The Crown this week as well, about 4 episodes into that, which I'm absolutely lovely. I've been in pieces watching it, but anyway, I am enjoying it. Meredith, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I actually live in Atlanta, so you're right, East Coast.
Oh, it's Atlanta. Oh, my brother. I think my brother was in Atlanta yesterday. He's kind of going up the East Coast at the moment, and I got family in Atlanta, family in New York. And well, anyway, he's descending upon them at the moment. He just sent me a message earlier on. He was having a late breakfast. He's found some diner, and he's just having some ridiculous, massive all-day breakfast thing.
Well, I'd be nervous if he was down here in Atlanta going north, that he still might be in Atlanta without traffic.
Well, yeah, no, the traffic's bad. I come in London at the moment. It's horrific. I've never seen something. I've been back into central London and back out again, and I don't know where all these people are coming from. I'm literally being heaved along in the crowds. It's that busy. Like, I've never seen London this busy before in my entire life. It's mad, and of course, it's all around Regent Street and things like that. So, but did you have a good Christmas?
We had a good Christmas. It was a very quiet Christmas. Unfortunately, a couple of family members were sick, so we just had a very small, just me and my husband and my daughter.
Oh, that's nice though.
Yeah. We didn't do any Lego this year.
Oh, that's probably that is a treat in itself, isn't it, for someone that's continuously doing Lego?
Well, my daughter is, how do I say this? I don't think she's in a dark age quite yet, but she's just not as into it. So she has two half-built sets already, and I'm like, I'm not getting you anymore until you finish those. So the big family present was a PS5, and she's upstairs, and I can hear her.
Oh yeah, say goodbye to your daughter then.
Playing Gran Turismo. So
awesome.
we played Gran Turismo, I think, on Christmas for about 4 or 5 hours.
I love
That's
it.
great.
That's what it's all about. Oh, we'll have to get. I know someone who's coming on. He's probably played quite a lot of video games over the Christmas period. Be interested to know what he thinks about that, and of course, what I've hardly spoken about it, to be honest. But what people think about Lego Fortnite. I know there's a lot of videos out there about it, but I can't say I played it too much. I'm busy making it, or actually busy being quite sociable, as it seems. Anyway, beautiful Meredith from Atlanta. Which is good to know. I'll try and remember that. Meredith from Atlanta.
Just East Coast USA is fine. Close
East
enough.
Coast.
Close enough.
I edged out. I thought he was a bit East Coasty. Where would you like to go? We could go straight across the Americas, all the way from about 4 different, or maybe even 5 time zones to the West Coast, or we can go slightly west of London. So we've got West Coast America versus west of London. Where would you like to go?
Let's keep it in the USA. We'll clean out this side of the pond and then go back to the other side of the pond.
All right, we'll save the best till last. I like it. Just before we do, we've got Barefoot Bricks out there as well. Oh, sorry, I'm late. Football was on. Laugh out loud. What can I say about the football, folks? West Ham beating Arsenal. Come on, you Irons! To say I was slightly excited last night would be an understatement. It really would be. But I totally loved it as well. So that was a very unexpected 3 points that we got last night, and I'm still actually shocked today when I think about it. It was like Christmas 2024 came early. It really did. All right, so let's stay. We're going to stay in America, and no passport required. He's a guy that was he's been on quite recently. I've been on with him quite recently as well. I was over in Twitch, and if you look very carefully around his Instagram account and on his YouTube channel, you might even see me as well, kind of pairing around in 1 or 2 of his videos too. He's, of course, our good friend with the silky voice of more and more.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How's it going?
Very good, mate. Merry Happy New Year.
Merry Happy New Year to you and everyone as well.
Great to have you here, my friend.
Thank you.
Did you have a nice Christmas?
Oh yeah, it was great. It was myself and my wife and kids, and we just had a nice Christmas where we got to relax and enjoy each other's company, and then we spent some time with my in-laws who came over later that day. Very, very relaxing. Normally we would make a big trip of it to visit other family, but we decided to keep it very simple this year. So
yeah, simple's good, man. Simple's good. The last 3 years running, and this kind of got me thinking when Meredith said that. Every time we've gone to see family, the same family keep coming down with COVID. Someone different has got it. So it was like being So even this week, I was like joking with them, saying, "Are you sure we're coming now? We're leaving the door. We're closing the door. We're leaving the house. Are you sure no one's got it?" My God, touch wood. No one had the lurgies. Unbelievable. Couldn't believe it. And I've seen a lot of people in the last few days. So it kind of wouldn't surprise me if I end up with the lurgies. But anyway, we'll see. More and more. Was you playing video games over the course of the festive holidays?
yeah, I did play some Lego Fortnite. I played some regular Fortnite as well. So yeah, got some video games in with the friends and with the kids, and I could talk about Lego Fortnite as much as you all want in terms of I put in some time. I checked it out, so I could easily tell you all about it after I think, I want to say 30, 40 hours. I was
going to say, I listened to one of your streams you did. Well, I might even been with Jake or so. It was someone else anyway. And it said it was me. And you said to them, I put a little bit of time in this week, about 16 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, more. Where'd you get the 16 hours from?
I didn't sleep much that week, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
It does. It is a thing. It really is. All right, cool. Well, we'll chat about that because I'll be interested to know your thoughts on it and
Sure.
where the kind of the world of Lego is with it, because I think it's a bit of a winner. I think this has been, they've kind of hopped on someone else's game, and it seems to be working quite well from my perception anyway. And I'm no gamer, really not. So anyway, by default, Shy Time is my time. We'll be on a little bit later, folks, again from the West Coast of America. But for now, let's nip across London, shall we? Let's take the train from Paddington out to a place called Reading and get our next guest on, shall we? It is, of course, our good friend Minark, otherwise known as Mark. Hello, mate.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hey there.
How you doing, Mark?
I got the comings of a cold, so forgive me if I sound a little bit unnatural, but I'm doing okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing
No,
good.
that's all right. You've got to breathe with it. That's the thing.
It goes husky, so if it goes husky later on,
Oh.
I will take requests for reading stuff out.
It sounds all manly. I'm loving it. I'm
Lovely,
loving
like I don't already.
Well,
I don't know how to.
I wouldn't say he was
interpret that.
exactly butch. Let's put it that way, Mark. But yeah, it's all right. We'll take it easy. Everyone take it easy. We're all easy. And yeah, what can I say? Well, anyway, let's start with Mark. Mark, tell us a little bit about your week and. Did you get up to anything Lego wise? Did you manage to get hold of any Lego for Christmas or anything like that?
I did. So thankfully all my gifts this year were Lego. So I have the Lego Friends. I have the Cat Hotel, which is just adorable. It has an adorable chunky cat, which is just absolutely stunning set. Anyone that knows me knows it's going to be Friends. There's going to be Friends in the mix. I got the TV van set from Lego Friends as well, which is another awesome one. And then I got a voucher towards the purchase of the museum, which is going to be my next modular. So I'm starting to save up vouchers and money to purchase that. And then I even got, so at work we do Secret Santa. I even got Lego from Secret Santa. I'm that predictable. I got Lego as my Secret Santa, which is brilliant. So I got the bunny mech from Lego Dreams, which was awesome.
Oh, that's a good one. That is, yeah.
It is a really good one. And I didn't have it, so I was like, you did your homework. I don't know how you did your homework, but that is one of the only Dream sets that I do not have. So
wow.
That was awesome.
Oh, so you've been quite full in on all the Dream sets, have you?
Oh, absolutely love the Dream sets. Phenomenal theme. Phenomenal theme. It leans so much into so many other themes. You can get a lot of elves from it as well, all the kind of whimsical looks from it. But yeah, and then of course it's gonna tie in with another popular Lego theme in a not too distant future, which is awesome.
Ninjago, which I'm liking. Did you actually know anything about that link to Ninjago, Mark? I've seen a poster, and the poster looks amazing. But do you know anything about that particular link that's kind of coming between two?
Apart from the poster, okay. I don't know whether they're going to do a crossover.
Titanium? I don't know. There's Titanium. Is it?
Titanium remembers when they had a crossover between Ninjago and Chima for all of 10 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, it was a very brief crossover at the end of season 5 for Chima Dreams crossover. That was an episode. It's like a 22-minute episode. I've already seen it. It's on Lego's YouTube page.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, cool.
So sorry, the crossover has actually already happened. It's come out and everyone's seen it. Oh, cool. So was it actually good? Was it well done?
Yeah, it was all right. It was in the Dreams animation, so the Ninjago stuff wasn't, quite the same. Like the elements and the two looked a little bit different. But I'd say the story was there. It was a good story.
So the Ninjago characters are now canon in Dreams, but the Dreams characters, are they canon in Ninjago?
I don't know if the Dreams characters are canon in Ninjago yet. But the Ninjago TV show exists in Dreams. They referenced it, I think, a couple times. So it goes one way, but I'm not sure if it goes back the other way.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. That's interesting then. So, and was it good the way the kind of Ninjago characters got introduced into Dreams? Or were the characters from Dreams kind of dreaming about ninja characters and then they came up with Ninjagos?
Yeah, it was a bit like that. Like some of just like the regular children were dreaming about the Ninjago characters, and then the Dreams heroes got worked into it as well. And it was funny because the voice actor for Kai from Ninjago also voices Logan from Dreams, so they got to interact.
Oh wow,
it was funny.
That's
cool.
Great.
That is really cool.
Yeah, nice. Okay, I like it. I think if Lego's got this, you got the Marvel universe, got the DC universe that's kind of rebooting itself. You got the Doctor Who verse. Why don't we have a Lego verse? This is the thing, I think, and maybe even kind of hook back on some old sets from the past, which they kind of bringing back loads of stuff in the form of gift with purchases. So why not? I think that's a good idea. Okay, so back to you then, Mark. You got some dream sets. You got a great one in the Secret Santa. Have you got round to building any of them yet, or have you been a bit too busy to do that yet?
So I haven't got around to building any of them. It's mainly because I purchased off of friends. I purchased the Lego Modular Jazz Cafe. So I spent about a week of evenings building that. So I built that leading up to Christmas, and so I've taken a little bit of a break from it, going back to work for a couple of days. I just kind of took a break from some of that. But of course, I've got this small period over New Year, so I'm probably going to be building a couple of the sets for sure.
Okay, and did you do that on a live stream over on Twitch, or did you just sort of build it yourself at home?
The Jazz Cafe was a gift to myself, so I did that off of any social media. I just wanted to get back to just building Lego for the joy of building Lego. And not have to worry about ignoring chat or making sure the lighting's perfect or making sure the camera's at the right angle, so I could just enjoy it and not worry, and slouch around in pajamas, not worry about my hat or what my hair looks like or anything like that.
That's what I'm doing tomorrow, mate. That's exactly all I'm doing tomorrow. At least if I leave the house tomorrow, it'll be for one thing and one thing only: to go down the road and grab a coffee. That is it.
That's sort of godsend.
I need a lazy day. I need a lazy day, and also as well, what I was enjoying, and I built one bag of it, was the AT-AT. Oh man, I am loving it. The legs on the AT-AT. Can I just say, if anyone's out there has built it, the legs on the AT-AT.
It's a weird sentence to say.
Brilliant.
Look at the legs on this AT-AT.
I know. It's weird. The legs on the walker. It sounds like some sort of Zimmer frame an old person would rattle around in. But it's true. Honestly, I absolutely adore it. It's the best Technic Lego system combo that I've ever come across. It's so good, and I'm kind of excited because I got this set, titanium. This looks so good. This looks so bloody good, honestly.
Oh yeah,
nice. I look at his shoulder pads on. He's like an American footballer, this geezer. But yeah, and what I like about this is what I'm excited about, totally excited about. This is all legit from shops, folks. If you look hard enough, they're all out there, I tell you. There we go. They're all interchangeable. I love this idea. I really, really do. That is such a good idea. And I think I'm just going to collect them all. I should have just bought the other ones when I was there. But when I went to the shop, I was like, I want this one, I want that one, and then I was like, I saw the other ones, I was like, I want that one as well, and it's just like, shall I just not bother going to the Lego store early on Monday morning, New Year's Day? And then I thought, yeah, why not? Have a lay-in. So that's exactly what I've done. I've basically got it from this other shop instead of that, and it was so bizarre what happened. Because Minard got in touch with me. He said, "Oh, you might get lucky at this place," and I happened to be down south in like around Gatwick Airport, and I just looked, and I was literally where I had to go was a mile away, and I found it, and I was like, "My God!" I went out for an hour, and I came back, and I just had an amazing Lego haul, and that was on Boxing Day. It was like Christmas Day came again.
Yeah. We never get sets before release day. And I can tell you from somebody inside behind the scenes, there is little to no chance because Lego are so strict with embargoes and with release dates and before you can put things on shelves. I know the US is as well, but the UK is very strict on it.
Mega.
But for us to be able to do it, it was just like, as soon as I got it, I just literally messaged you, Greg, and was just like,
oh, dude, I so appreciate it.
Yeah,
I was eating Christmas dinner, and I was like, "Do you mind if I just go out for some fresh air?"
Out we go.
I was like, "Why's that?" And I said, "Oh, a mate of mine reckons I might be out." And I got the very last burger van, so that was the set that sold out. That was the first one that sold out, and I'm absolutely not surprised because
I love that set.
Well, you got it as well, Amor, didn't you?
I did. It's right here.
Oh shit. Well, let me.
I'm so looking forward to building it.
My camera wants to blur it out, but I promise it's here. It's censoring it.
So good it blurs it.
It's censoring it out. It looks so good. I love it. And you know what I really love about it as well? There we go. Flex tape. The flex tape is out. I think this flex tape. I need to do an animation about this flex tape. That's what it's all about. There you go, folks. The flex tape is out. It makes a change for us UKers to get it. But yeah, what I love about this so much is not only are these printed, and this is printed as well. Look, that completely detaches from it. I love it. And it's just a stall. It's just so good. Maybe I'll do a review on this as well. And I did a review the other day. I haven't done a review in months. It did really well. So thank you for that. So anyway, it was just so nice actually doing a video. And tomorrow, like I say, folks, I've got a long play video coming out, and I haven't done one of those for absolutely ages. And again, it was quite refreshing, quite nice to do again. So kind of like the mixture. Now, talking of mixtures and wonderful things, Padawan HQ out there has given us a £1.99 in pure sterling. And of course, for that Padawan HQ, you, my friend, get, well, something from Star Wars. And talking of Star Wars, did you manage to get any of the boys sets? Let us know. Anyway, for now, enjoy this.
Detach cable! Cable detached!
Poor Dak.
La, la.
We barely knew him.
We did. We barely knew him at all. The AT-AT. Well, yeah, well, hold on a minute, because I had a friend of mine come around my house the other day, and he calls it a walker, and I was like, walker? What are you talking about? He went, the AT, and I mean, yeah. I mean, do you mean the AT-AT? And he was like, oh yeah, that. And I was like, so what do we call it? Right? This is the thing. I call it an AT-AT. Meredith, what do you call it? Okay. It sounds so funny when you say it. More and more. You're a man of class and sophistication. What do you call it? An AT-AT, a walker, or something completely different?
I do call it the AT-AT.
AT-AT as well.
Yeah.
Minark, I've seen people do Duplo versions of this, but or actually Fabuland versions.
There are some phenomenal Duplo versions of the AT-AT. I like to wind people up at the best of times, with Big Grey Dog, but yeah, I do call it AT-AT.
Oh, you call it an AT-AT as well? Okay.
Yeah, 8080.
8080. Okay, that's even worse. That's a completely new one. That makes no sense whatsoever. Brick and Brood, you love a bit of Star Wars, a bit of the old, dark bluish grey about you. What do you call it? An AT-AT, a walker, or what?
Actually, I call it an 8080 as well. And
an AT-AT.
No. AT-AT. I'm just messing with you. AT-AT.
8080, but everyone's saying it differently. It's like, what is going on?
I say it AT-AT. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, Bricky Brute. What about you, TJ? I mean, look, the five of us on here are sitting completely different at the moment. How do you say it?
I say it multiple ways: AT-AT or at. I mean, whichever one I'm feeling. I think I say AT-AT the most. Because I've grown up with like the Clone Wars language, AT-RT and whatnot.
Oh, the Clone Wars ruined the AT-AT. They've given it 6 legs and everything. They have. So, in a nutshell, nobody out there knows actually how to pronounce an AT-AT or a walker or whatever it's called. It makes no sense.
Star Wars, no. What does Star Wars call it?
Yeah, this is definitely not the panel to have on for Star Wars. Let's see what the chat's saying about it. He's saying, trust me, Greg, I have looked everywhere. Entertainer broke the embargo. Did they? And sold out, and Smiths them on shelves, but won't break the street date. Were they not? Oh,
it's not worth the risk.
No,
the risk of breaking the embargo dates is you can lose your relationship with Lego, because Lego like to put embargoes on it for a reason. And I've seen the boxes when they come in and they have the street dates on them, and it is very strict.
Yeah, I even went into B&M. I was looking in there because they've got quite a big selection of Lego in there now as well. But no, I didn't see anything in there. But anyway, Lego is coming out in all sorts of places. We got the Brick Bods as well. We're saying we call it an Atati. What do they know about Star Wars? Jake Eric said, "Hi, Greg, TJ Mark, Amor, Meredith, and Brickin." He goes, "Oh, here we go. At works better if you actually pronounce the T's, Greg." I do. A-T. I'm the one pronouncing it correctly. At least I think I am anyway. But anyway, yeah, Stud Studios, I'll get at some point, I'm sure. This is it. I think in the UK, we should have a race as to who can actually get it the quickest. Yeah, I would love to actually...
seeing it more and more, Greg. We are seeing it more and more, because I think that if you think about the time of year, if it can drive footfall into the store, is it not worth the possible fine you get from Lego to do it? And maybe that's the reason.
Yeah, I mean, I got friends that park anywhere in London that they want to, because frankly, right, here's the thing, right, it's actually cheaper, right, if especially if you're driving Bentleys and stuff like that. I don't drive a Bentley, folks, far from it. The amount of Lego you can buy with a Bentley. But anyway, if these people are driving these Bentleys around and they park up, they're like, I'll park it wherever I want to. I'll get a ticket and it'll be cheaper than wherever I pay to park. And it's like, that's a fair point. So it kind of makes sense in that respect. Anyway, we've gone from AT-ATs to AT-ATs to Walkers to Bentleys now. Anyway.
So, hey, in the US, Walmart was having a lot of the sets out before embargo, and people in Atlanta found them. And then my friend went to get another set that he'd already gotten, one of the Space City sets. Yeah. And I guess Lego or somebody complained to Walmart because they still had them on the shelves, but when you went to check out, it said street date, and the checkout person would not let you buy it.
Yeah, but this is the thing, Meredith. This is what I don't understand, and this is what I've seen with some friends in America and on Instagram. If they're on shelves, like, they shouldn't be on shelves. Like, why are they putting them on shelves?
I'm thinking it's because things got completely emptied during Christmas rush, and the stocking manager is probably like, oh, just throw stuff up there, and we don't want to have empty shelves.
Hey guys, good to see you.
That would be my guess.
I agree. So it's kind of like weird, but I can understand it. That has to be why they've done it. But equally, it would be like, no, don't put anything there, because you're going to get a lot of customers pretty cheesed off that they can't purchase, because you pick up something like basically. I was saying to my it was my sister-in-law came with me actually, and she's literally carrying all these boxes for me, and I'm like keeping it really under. I'm not talking about. I'm like, they should not be selling this now. This is like, and I just wanted to buy them as quick as I could and run. That was, but it was
you felt naughty, didn't you? It's just like, I know I shouldn't be buying this.
I totally loved it.
Breaking the rules, Greg.
Yeah,
I'm a rebel. What can I say? I'm a rebel, so I
bought one. You bought the whole bloody range. You're just like, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. I was hoping to get one under the radar. I was like, I ain't pushing my luck, but it sounds to me like I should have just got all the Sonic ones.
I bought 3
They were all out. All the Sonic ones, Knuckles and Shadow. They were all there. All of them.
He's a good one. And then I thought the one that I got that was kind of slightly out of the ordinary, but it's a vehicle, and I'm kind of interested about it, and it's got hints of Friends colours about it, is this one. I thought, well, no one's probably going to do that one. So I just wanted to get that. I just got a few little sets. That's all it is. Tell you what, though, still come to a pretty penny. But anyway, I wasn't even funny with him. I didn't even joke with him and say, well, can I use my VIP points here or anything like that? I just wanted to pay for it and get out of there as quick as I could. It was as simple as that. It was like it was a hit and run job. It really was, Mark. And my wallet got hit and I ran for it. So let's see what they're saying out there in Chatland as well. They've got Delicious Foods is saying my Walmart. I like the way you spelt that. Employees of the determined to ring up my date sets. Use some sort of thing on her phone to ring up my boxes and roller skates for $9.99. Really, each, and I pretty much ran out after paying for it. Yeah, wow. Exactly. That's exactly what I did. And I saw the roller skates there, and I got to be honest. Do you know why I wanted to get them? Because it's got pink wheels on them. Meredith, you got to buy them because it's you.
They are beautiful. The roller skates are stunning.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
they really are. They look. I love them. I
They
really
look
do.
great.
And I don't know why I like them. Probably because I could never roller skate when I was a kid. But yeah, it's tis the way it is. So also as well, Stud Sidious is saying, and also as well, I've seen the X-Men ship that's coming out, the overpriced ship that's getting discounted already over here in places.
So it's proper retail price.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Not the advertised one.
Yeah, not the advertised one, but
Yeah.
Trevor, I paid myself. I only grabbed the X-Men set for mock figs. Oh, and the new Batlord CMSs. Yeah, the new CMSs. I've got to try. I must try and get hold of them. I'm not going to have them on day one, but we're doing my best. Jake's asked a question: are you guys talking about land publicly executing Brixie? I don't actually know anything about that. I know if it's to do with what I think it could be to do with. When he showed something accidentally once.
It is.
Oh, is it? Oh,
He
okay.
did a video on it. I don't like.
He
I don't
did.
think it's,
He came out
he
and
showed it
explained
off.
what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, well, who was it earlier on this year? Did something by accident as well. Chris, wasn't it? It was Chris.
Yeah, Duck Bricks, yeah.
Chris, it was the Braille bricks. I think it was with Chris, wasn't it? He had them out before they'd been
been officially revealed, all that sort of thing. But
he had them on his wall. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, it's not like I'm sure Brixie wouldn't have done that completely on purpose. And to be honest,
well, he was blocking it out the entire video, and there was just
Yeah.
one frame where it's like 0.3 seconds where you can see like half of the figure or whatever.
Wow.
And
A rabid raccoon.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's not a secret, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It happens, I guess. But I mean, I feel like he got land like within the last year. Like he was doing fine just before he got it. Like he'll be fine until he gets it back again and whatnot. Like lots of videos, lots of building in the city, lots of. It's not going to not buy Lego. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
just not going to get them early. Unfortunately, that sucks.
Really? So he's actually they were actually reprimanding him for it.
Yeah, 6 months. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Really? My God.
Wow.
Wow. I think that's a bit harsh. I mean, he's like, I'm not saying I'm the biggest Brixie fan in the world or anything like that, but that does feel a bit harsh. I mean, come on, it's like one.
But I suppose they have to be unbiased in their approach because otherwise, then you'll put in measures on people's publicity against the land status, which it shouldn't be. I think that if you encourage an unfairness, if you were just like, oh, do you know what, Chris, you can have 6 months, but you can have Brixie, you can have a couple. I think it's fair. And to be fair, I think, I mean, it is what it is. Like I have no intentions of going into land or anything like that, but I can understand that they have to have a non-biased approach. So if they would have treated him differently, then it would have been probably more controversial than it would have been to just hit him with the straight rule of 6 months.
I suppose so. But I mean, I would have thought there'd be like a sort of I don't know, a strike 3 or something like that, and then hit him with it. But it's, I mean,
he'll be back. It's not like it's just for probation, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happened to Duck Bricks, wasn't it? I mean, blimey. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, he does care. He loves being in lane, but I mean, he's got so much going on. He has probably had. Him and Emmasaurus have probably had, I mean, Chris is actually on another level, I think, even to Emmasaurus, in terms of what a fantastic year he's had for all things Lego. I mean, I was thinking about it the other day, I was like, my God, it actually doesn't get any better for Chris. Emmasaurus, she's had a massive amount of growth this year, and it's really nice to see someone in the Lego space that happening to as well. That is a phenomenon, that growth rate, that really is. And Duck Bricks has just had the most sensational year. He's had the year that everyone would love to have when it comes to Lego winning a certain Lego Masters thing. Spoiler alert. And
I think it's out there now, Greg.
You won't believe the amount of people who got in touch with me when everyone else was throwing it out there and congratulating us. And I ain't seen it yet. I got someone got hold of me and said, "Oh, we don't have it in our country, and you spoiled it for me." I'm like, "Well, we don't have it in our country neither."
No,
But
we find ways. We find ways.
we do. I just listen to the podcast. There's a guy I listen to called Talk Bricks, and he just talks about it all the time. And also as well, just follow it on Instagram. It tells you what's going on anyway. That's exactly how I did it. And of course, the lucky thing for us and the beauty for us is that. Generally speaking, most of them come on London Calling, which is kind of nice. All right, so we spoke about what Mark got up to. Spoke quite a lot about what poor old Brixie's been up to as well. But anyway, like I say, folks, he'll be fine. And these things do happen. But yeah, it does show you you've got to be very careful about what you film. So let's get more and more. How about you, my friend? How was your Christmas in the form of Lego, my friend?
You know, it's funny because I've reached that point where all the people that get me gifts just aren't sure what I have anymore. And so they're like, well, we don't want to get you something either you already have or the thing you don't want. So I got a lot of gift cards for Lego,
nice.
which is actually kind of, you know, I'm one to love to give gifts that are thought out, you know, like, hey, I took the time to pick out something nice for you. Here's something you'd enjoy. Yeah. But, you know, I'm kind of cool with having a bunch of gift cards for Lego. So that's Lego related. I didn't get any like actual sets this year. I got just a lot of gift cards, which will go towards an Avengers Tower probably. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a set. 31 minifigures, dude. I got it. And I was like, oh my God. It's
Can't wait.
I was like, this is my wife put on the card. She goes, this is going to keep you busy for a while. And I was like, yeah, it will. And I can't wait to build it.
I'm excited.
It's lovely. It's exciting. Yeah. And it's 31 figures. I mean, wow. They take half hour to build that amount of figures. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It really is. Planet Tech is out there. He says Lego really stitched him up. It's interesting to know what you guys do think about this. I'm kind of getting up to speed with what's going on there. Letting him film in a room with 2 sets with different embargoes. It's an interesting one. It really, and you know, and just one thing I need to say about it as well. To get down over the Rocket Raccoon set, it's like, come on, it's only one worse than Chewbacca, surely. Anyway, thought of the day.
They needed a bigger block to block out that Chewbacca set, that's for sure.
Yeah. I wonder if they still review it. That's going to be interesting. They probably give it a bad review now. Just a bit of a little in there. Anyway, so more and more, you've got loads of gift vouchers. Which is cool. You're going to put them towards the Avengers Tower. Why do you want to get the Avengers Tower?
I am a massive Marvel fan, I'd have to say. I think that's a big part of it. And you know, there's something pretty iconic about, like, if you're an Avengers fan or Marvel fan in any way, you will concede that it's a more iconic than, say, the Daily Bugle, right? Which I do have, and I thought was a pretty good set. It was a fun one. A lot of minifigures in that one too. But yeah, the reason why for me is it's an iconic building. It's gonna look nice in the background. It'll be a great build just to build a tall building. So, which I'm into. So that's why I'm going for it.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, I've watched about 4 episodes of What If, and the Avengers Tower is all over it. It really is. So you know, it's a cool one. It's a cool one to have. It really is. Well done for saving up for that. When are you thinking of buying it, Mark?
You know, I'm thinking actually. I've just been, you know, sometimes when it's a bigger purchase, I'm like, let me just sit on it, right? Even though about half of it's going to be gift cards. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to do it this month or this week.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull the trigger on it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm excited for it because we got this new gift with purchase that's coming out. It's not a bad threshold, £170. We've certainly had a lot worse, that's for sure. I quite like it. That's one I'm going to get on eBay. I want to do these on live streams. I want to review these ones. These are good little sets. So I don't really need to go to Lego on the Monday. So otherwise I would. And I've got about a bit like more and more. I got a couple of £100 worth of Lego vouchers as well. So they're
Nice.
they're just there. They're fermenting. They are in the background. If we get any sort of special little surprises drop, but maybe something for February or maybe even March time. Okay, very, very cool. So Meredith, you were saying earlier on that over Christmas you didn't actually do much Lego. Why was that? And also, was it nice to actually get away from Lego for a while? Did it kind of get the creative juices flowing again?
Oh, we just didn't give any Lego. I mean, I worked.
Yeah.
No, it's just how do I say this? In my family, we really don't do gifts like for adults anymore. So I usually just give a small gift to my dad, and I give a small gift to my sister, my brother.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually like $30 gifts. Like usually it's a subscription. Like I get my dad a subscription to the New York Times cooking because he loves to cook, and you have to, for the recipes, you have to buy a different subscription and stuff like that. I think I don't remember what I got my sister, but I'll just, really small stuff.
Yeah.
And pretty much spend all of my budget on my daughter because I'm terrible. And she just isn't into doing a lot of Lego lately. So I didn't buy her any Lego. And then usually we do one big gift that's for the family. And in the past, that gift has been Jago City. In fact, we found a video of her opening it the other day, and it was totally cute because she was about 5. We did the Disney Castle, the original Disney Castle.
Yeah.
This year, the family gift was a PS5, so they've been upstairs. I can hear them now playing Gran Turismo.
Oh, amazing! I can hear them now.
I can hear it right now. I can hear doot, 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 ding.
Well, of course, more and more. I heard about a week or so ago that the new one's being advertised. I was like, oh, this looks really good. And it was like, oh, it's coming out in 2025. What's that all about?
Oh, are you talking about Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Grand Theft Auto's coming out. And there's a lot of hype around that game. A lot of people love that game and that series.
Oh, yeah.
Gran Turismo is a wonderful racing game.
Yeah, that is a racing one. So Meredith, have you been racing? Have you been doing a lot of racing? And if you have, what sort of cars are you going for? Because you're pink wheels, right? Pink wheels. I'm expecting you to go for something quite classy.
So,
what are you gone for?
So back in my 20s, before I had children, my husband and I would spend pretty much every weekend autocrossing, which is the lowest form of amateur motorsports. And I had a Subaru STI back then, and Subaru's STI division is pink. All pink logos. So my husband spray painted a cheap set of wheels I had pink, and everyone laughed about it. So I had pink wheels for about 5 years, but we actually joined a track. I know everyone thinks Atlanta, they think Road Atlanta, and I actually hate Road Atlanta. You will kill yourself there at some point. We joined a track that was actually built in 2012. And it's kind of like that country club type thing. So you can join, and pretty much we can go up whenever we want. That's on the calendar. We can stay for a couple hours and leave. And we have a garage up there that we keep our cars. And we are the poorest people there. I have a 2020 Subaru BRZ, and my husband has my old 2016 Subaru BRZ. And they have no horsepower. We cannot kill ourselves in it, because that's the problem. Everyone goes out.
Yeah,
money and wants to track, and they buy themselves a Cayman, a GT4 Cayman, or a C8 Corvette, and don't know how to drive. And they will. You can kill yourself on a track with a really fast car. So the BRZs have actually the old one is tuned, so it has about 220 on the dyno, and it has suspension, and it has some sticky tires, and we have Hans devices, and we just go have fun and drive. So I've always loved driving, but the problem is, until I get my breast reconstruction from breast cancer, I can't wear a harness.
No. Oh, no, you can't do that. Yeah.
My surgeon told me absolutely not. So last time I drove was June of this year. Yeah, before my first surgery, and I won't be able to drive until after about 2 months after my last surgery.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a stopgap.
Yeah.
You can go upstairs and you can drive on Gran Turismo, but
nice.
That's good. That gets it out your system a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, awesome. I miss it, and it's a lot of fun. And my husband and I have been loving doing motorsports since we're in our 20s together. So it's just kind of stinks that I can't do it right now. But there are bigger, more problematic things in the world than that.
I
But
had no idea. If you ever come over to the UK, we'll have to go out for a day out over. I'm not far from Brands Hatch, and Silverstone isn't a million miles away.
Silverstone, Brands Hatch,
we go there.
We love. I mean, we used to love watching F1. My daughter used to love watching F1. She thinks it's boring now, and I can't really blame her because it was a boring last season. But no, we used to autocross. I want to say back in our 20s, we'd autocross 20 to 30 weekends a year.
My God!
So
you're like you was pretty cool before. With the Lego stuff,
Greg, this is parking lot racing.
Yeah.
It's just cheap fun. Like if you go to a track days are expensive. That's why I drive a cheap car, because I actually can insure it on the track for probably less than I insure it on the street, because it's such a cheap economy. I mean, it's BRZs are, for intensive purposes, it's like the new Miata. It's a very cheap. I bought my 2016 new and I bought my 2020 new, and they both were the same price. There was no inflation. They're both $32,000.
Yeah. God, that's
so they're
cool.
so cheap. It's fun. It's something we do. My daughter has no interest in it except for in Gran Turismo, so I'm all about that. So that's why this year we usually would get a big Lego set as the family present, like Ninjago City, sets or something. But this year she said they went up to a friend's house that had Gran Turismo on the new PS5, and she loved it. So I'm like, I'm good for that as the family present for Christmas.
Yeah.
No,
that's brilliant.
Story.
Oh no, that's brilliant. That's it. But it's life as well, and it's one of the things we've all got to do with life. And my God, we've all had to do it over the last few years. And Meredith, certainly for the last few months for you, you got to adapt. You got to adapt and try and kind of hook into those things that you love. And even if you can't exactly do it, sometimes you can get pretty close to it and stuff like that. So and you learn new things about yourself as well.
But no, Greg, I don't have classy cars. I like the cheap car.
You like the cheap.
I like getting the cheaper cars because I don't know. It's the nostalgia of it. Of that's in real life. That's what people go to a track with most of the time, except for the jerk and the $200,000 GT3 RS that's going 30 miles per hour.
I watched some of those ones. I go over there and see the Porsches and the saloon Porsches racing and stuff like that. It's good fun. They can be good days out, and the racing's kind of there in the background while you're having fun with the motorsports. But that's kind of like another life of mine. That is, but interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I love it, Meredith. Honestly, I love the way. Now we know why you got big wheels as well. Cool. Now, someone who's wearing an almost pink fleecy thing tonight is, of course, Titanium J. So, Titanium, you're not wearing. Have you got it in the wash or something? Your green fleece, because this is peculiar seeing you.
No, I rotate them out.
Are you rotate them out? And are they always in the same color as a Ninjago character?
Well, I just have blue, green, and red, and depending on the shirt, whichever shirt I wear, it will impact.
I tell you what I'm going to do, right? After the show, I'm going to try and find somewhere. I'm going to post you a coral one. So you got one as well. I think that would be quite good. I'd like to see you in coral, actually. There's not many men can pull it off. Just saying. But I reckon you could, because you're young and youthful. And talking about young and youthful and stuff like that, terrible segue. But how was your Christmas? Did you have a good Christmas? Was it filled with love and Lego?
Yeah, lots of Lego. I've got some of the stuff over here, back here somewhere. If I don't step on everything.
Oh, there we go. Oh, let's have a little look at where is it? Oh, it's a big one.
This rounds out my collection of the Ahsoka sets.
Nice. Oh, cool. Do you know I need to get that one because it's got that's the one with Balin in it, isn't it?
Yeah, Balin and Shin.
God, I need to get that. It's one of my favorite figs of the year.
I got this one.
That's a nice one.
Last of the Dragon's Rising sets that I needed.
Oh, nice.
I don't count the 4+ sets. So those are the
Very
last of the
cool.
regular ones. And I wasn't too excited about getting these 3 because I already have all the commanders already.
Yeah.
But I'm making some custom ninja suits, and now I need those.
Oh, okay,
torsos,
nice
those
one.
legs,
Oh,
and the armor.
yeah, I like that. Well, I like the shoes he's got on that one as well.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. And then I got this.
Oh yeah, the spider, dude. I love that scene from the Mandalorian, and I like the fact that you get a kind of pretty decent dark saber in that one as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, makes
Yeah,
now
and
must have
then
shoes.
this isn't Lego, but I got this.
Oh, dude, the Fork,
Yeah.
the Witch, and the Worm. Oh, what's that about then? Christopher
it's
Polini.
in the Aragon series. I don't know if I know more knows.
I'm a
about
fan. I'm
Yeah.
a fan.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
That looks quite good, actually. What is it? How would you, between the two of you, how would you kind of describe it? Is that like a Lion, a Witch in the Wardrobe meets?
I haven't read
Lord of the
this one
Rings?
yet. This is new
Okay.
because I'm
Yeah.
new-ish. I'm rereading the original 4 books. This is book number 4.
Oof, boy, I mean,
Inheritance. And
that's
this
that's
is
got
about to
audio
find
book
them.
written all over it
Yeah.
for me. That one.
About a third of the way in.
I
Yeah.
love this series. It was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic series.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Lovely. My God, you did really well then. Good stuff. And what one are you thinking you're going to build first? What are you actually building something tonight? Or are you
Oh,
actually
yeah.
taking it apart?
Well, I did take something apart. I took apart that alternate build of the Golden Ultra Dragon because
Okay.
I need space for the mech. But I'm building this.
Oh,
the
they're
Endor
good.
brickheads.
Yeah, got them there. They're really good.
Yeah.
R2D2 is surprisingly fun.
Yeah, I started them on my stream on Thursday, but had to cut it. Not Thursday, Tuesday. But I had to cut it short, so I'm finishing them now.
Okay. Yeah, they're good little builds. They really are.
And I might
Leia's
also
good.
build this.
They're all
Which
good.
is another
actually.
one that I got.
D-Box. I got that
Wow.
yonks ago. That one. I think I
Yeah.
bought that at the beginning of the year. That is one
Yeah,
of
it
the
came out
days.
at the beginning of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks so good. I just haven't built it yet, and it would take about 3 seconds to build. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I
was
just
gonna
got
bring-
this today.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Is that? That's
Oh,
Matt,
that's
isn't
so
it?
cool.
Yeah, that's Matt.
Yeah.
That hairpiece.
I think the
That
hairpiece
hairpiece.
is nothing like
Wow.
that. But like I said, because I was going to choose that hairpiece for myself, but I don't think they do it in brown. I probably would have been a bit
Yeah.
OTT for me, to be honest. But very nice indeed. That was nice of him to send that out to you. And did you get the card as well? He's done
Yeah.
a really nice.
Yeah, I got a card as well.
Really nice picture of what was it? It was I'm just trying to think of who it was now. It was the DC character, isn't it?
This is the card that I got.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, well, I can't quite make out what superhero that's based on, but he's based on a superhero.
It's very cool.
Begins with S. I can't remember his name now. God, is it Marvel? Is it DC? I can't remember.
Does Mad Lib have it?
Yeah,
Spawn?
Mad Lib. There's Spawn. That's it. There you go. I knew it began with S. I just could not remember it. I kept thinking Blade, but it's not. It's Spawn. Very nice. Yeah, indeed. Matt the Elder. Good stuff. All right. Well, you did super good, which is lovely to see. And also as well, I like to see Matt do more art stuff as well. His art stuff is excellent, and I like to definitely see him do more art streams. It's been very chill.
The drawing whilst live, Greg. Oh my god, some of the funniest live drawings, which is phenomenal.
He should do more of them. He really should. Brick and Brood. Someone who I think should do more live streams. What are you up to? How was your Christmas? What is it you're putting on there?
I'm concentrating right now on putting this sticker
No
on.
pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. Just got about 60 people watching you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Ooh.
I'll move it like this so you guys can't see it. This is great. There you go. It's perfect. Straight.
Yeah, that's it. Everyone pulls it. Feel free to pull
Need
it.
to learn that tactic. It looks perfect. Wiggle it around.
Right, that's really good, mate. And what's that for? I mean, that is very good.
Working on the Corvette right now. This is a present from my parents.
Nice.
And my mom, I kind of picked it out, obviously, I guess, because once again, people don't know what to get me. And so I just suggested this. And one thing that she surprised me with, which was cool, is she got me a lighting kit with it as well.
Did you? What lighting kit did you get?
Lighttailing, I think it's called.
Okay, yeah, I've seen their stuff about.
I think it's from Amazon, and yeah, so I'll give that a shot as well and add that in there. But no, it was pretty good. We right behind me right here, I have the latest, well, not all the
Oh, he's
latest
done it.
released
You built
ideas
it
set.
already.
Yeah, I had my family put it together with me, and we in 2.5 hours we built that set.
No way, 2.5
yeah,
hours.
Oh, that's cool.
We had like I don't know if I'll do an official video, but I definitely filmed a bit of us doing it, and we had a whole table like there's like 5 different sections, kind of like the 4 different cars, and then the tracks, and then eventually like people were working on the roofs while people were finishing off the cars, and anyways, it just worked out perfect that we were all able to build. The only issue was that I was surprised is it only had one manual. Usually when there's like different things like this, they kind of break it down. It only had the one manual. So we had to I used my phone, and we had to get a bunch of iPads from the kids, but we were reluctant because the kids love
here's
their
the
iPads.
thing. So I was watching the Brick Bods build their version, and they couldn't believe there was only one manual for it. They actually ripped it up. And I was like, doing it. And they did it. I was like, why would you choose a PDF or something like that? But no, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
But okay, so I personally think the OE is one of the best sets of this year, and because it came out so late, it's going to miss a lot of people's top sets of the year. What do you think about it? What do you think?
I like it a lot. Yeah, no, it's got a lot of nice detail in it. It's huge. It's way bigger than I thought. Once the like track was laid out for it, I was like, actually, I got it right here. So like the track, it's easier to hold the track than to hold the train.
Well, that's a lot.
The train up.
I mean, I don't suppose this gets mentioned to you very often, but that's a lot longer than I thought it would be. It really is.
Yeah, it is. I'll just put this back over here.
Like that. Love it. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think it's one of the best trains that Lego have done? Do you think it's a good train that Lego have done?
Yes, definitely, for sure. It's I don't know how you could compare it with anything else as far as like details wise. As far as nostalgia and what you might prefer as a look for the outside of a train, it might not be for everybody, but this is incredible. It's so many pieces are put into there, and the interior is great. Even it has stickers. Do most idea sets not have stickers? Is that correct?
That is correct.
But this one obviously had a few, I was the one to do them. I made sure I told everybody, and so I've given them demonstrations with the. Oh, there it is. I was using the knife at the beginning of this, but here's my separator. Using the separator to show them how to do it, but it's great. The one piece, that one, it's hard to explain. It's like a 2x2 tile, but the corners are cut off like this, like in circles. You know what I mean? So it's like a weird shape. Anyways, so it's like a 2x2 tile, except the corners are missing. Like the circles are taken out of the corners.
Okay.
I'm trying to picture the piece.
I can't
think
picture
I know
the
what
piece.
you're talking about.
Oh man,
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Sorry, people. Oh,
is it the lozenge piece? Is that the one you're referring to?
Oh, here we go.
The lozenge. All right, let's make it bigger.
In the bathroom.
So in the bathroom, what?
Oh, the new tile piece, the one that does the
I
quarter
see.
round.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What color is that? White or is that light nougat?
It is. Oh, you know what? It is white. It's hard to tell. It's white. Yeah. With like the kind of like the flesh, I think.
So what is that shape? What is that shape? Because it looks like I don't know, sort of a Pammy shape. Is that a thing? If you know, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh gosh.
Jeez. Yeah. I'm not too sure, but they use it as well somewhere else. I can't figure out where, but like I think a black one. But anyways, I like that piece. I think it's kind of cool, new one. But I don't know, it's very elegant. You know what? I was just thinking of who's the train guy? The guy who does the Lego.
Francis.
Francis. I picture him going through it, and it's really good.
I'm
really
determined to get him on London Calling one week.
Yes, definitely.
He'll be here one day, folks. Don't worry about that.
Excellent.
The one brick stud. Honestly, your devotion for the Hogwarts Express is admirable.
You know what? I've never built
that
it.
one brick stud.
I can't. I haven't built that, so I guess I might have missed that one being the best one. I don't know. I think because it doesn't go on the track like that one does. That's
straight away. It's like no, it's not as good as the Orient Express. As far as I'm aware. if they'd built I'd like to see someone do a conversion, right? Or just take the Hogwarts Ultimate Collection, Ultimate Collector's Edition, and convert it to an 8-stud wide train. I think that would be perfect. I think that is the way they should have gone. But anyway, we spoke about that so many moons ago.
I have to admit though, when this is on my track, I just put it on for the very first time.
Yeah,
it's not going to make it into that cave. It's too sharp of a turn with where I put my pieces. I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
If I want to have this going around my track, I'm going to have to make my cave a little bit bigger as far as where that curve is, because I have the cave going right at the bend. And I thought I picked the biggest train earlier to make that turn, but I didn't have this on hand. So this thing is huge compared to all the other stuff. Here,
and that's why I'm building that. After I've built that, that's when Studgate's going to be built, and then I start putting everything together as far as the train track's concerned.
So there's like a city, and this is probably one of the bigger, longer cars they have for the city track or the city train. And it's I don't know how many more studs, like 12 studs longer.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's a lot bigger going around the track.
It's a brilliant scale.
But it fits.
That is the scale that it should have been. That's what the scale of the Hogwarts Express should have been. And I'd like to see someone do it in that. In fact, right, let's think about this, right? We've had a green one, and it was called Emerald Star? Emerald
Knight.
Yeah, Emerald Knight. That's it. Thank you. And then, of course, we've got this one, which is called the Sapphire Star. The next one's got to be red. And I think just to wind up the Harry Potter fans out there, they'll probably do it in a dark red. And they'll probably call it like, ruby red or something like that. I don't know. But there's a sub-theme developing there.
You had a good name for it. Wasn't it like Ruby Star or the Ruby?
Yeah, Ruby Star. That's the Ruby Star is what I think they'll call it. I mean, that one was called the Sapphire Star, wasn't it? The Orient Express.
Ruby Moon or
Ruby. No, that was it. Ruby Moon. Yeah, Ruby Moon is what I think I called it on the last stream when Ollie was on the 202. Ruby Moon would be awesome because you got the space thing going on there. Very cool indeed. I'm liking that. Brick Stage Pass. Craig has come to the rescue. It says tile 2x2 with cutout. Okay, like that.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's if anyone is interested, thanks for that, Craig. With cutout like that. Hogwarts Express is too big. More like the track is too small. Lego broke its own standard system. What can I say? The brick bods. I don't believe it's true. As I saw 4 or 5 times, you did rip the manual. Yeah, they did. They really ripped it. I mean, I don't think Ian did. I think it was more Carrie than anything. The big red lump, that's the wrong train or wrong color. Yeah, that is a thing. 2x2 modified tile, cutout corner, double arrow. Oh, that's the name, isn't it? Ruby Murray. I tell you what, if they called it a Ruby Murray, I'd be well impressed. Of course, that would never happen. But there you go. Yeah, there you go. Ruby. Ooh. Anyway, enough of that. Sidious, I can't relate so much, but it's talking about the shows our age. Very, very cool indeed. All right, so we've been around, spoken to everyone about what we did over Christmas and stuff like that, and hope you guys had a lovely festive Christmas. And or if you don't celebrate Christmas or anything like that, I just hope you had some nice downtime and got to see lots of friends and family. While I'm thinking about it, folks, don't forget to check out the survey. We've had 71 votes so far, which is really good, so always appreciate that. In your humble opinion, have the Lego sets during 2023 been either great, good, or okay? 8% of you say just okay, 31% say good, and 61% say great. I'm curious, actually. Let's go around the panel. I'm going to start with Meredith. Now, Meredith, I know, do you actually buy any sets, or are you a mocker? Because I'm intrigued to know what you think.
I do both. I have slowed down on sets just because I spend too much on Pab and Bricklink. I'll spend like a UCS set on Pab or Bricklink when I have a project. So I tend to buy a lot of the smaller sets, but I always will buy the UCS, like the spring UCS set that's like $250. I was not on board with the giant land speeder. That was just nah. But what we did buy, probably what my favorite set was this year, was the Dreams Shark ship. It is awesome. We bought that first day. My husband, I think my daughter went out when they were released, and they went to the Lego store and they bought them on the first day. Some of the other sets on the Dreams line are kind of hit or miss, but that ship, and I got to meet the designer. He was at Brick World. I mean, I can see stuff he would made, and then I see the ship, and it's just really fun to see that correlation, and it makes sense. But the ship itself is so well constructed, and it's gorgeous to look at, and you can play with it, which to me is like the trifecta.
Yeah.
But you had mentioned the mech, the Nia's mech. I love it. It's very cool how it transforms. Or not Nia, Sora. Titanium J was probably twitching.
He's probably thinking, I haven't heard of this one. Where's this one come from?
Yeah, and then the botanical gardens. My daughter buys most of the friend sets. I'm trying to see. We didn't get everything this year. We got the downtown shops.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think. We got one more other big set, and I can't see it. And then we got the botanical gardens, and that thing is just phenomenal.
Yeah. So okay. So before we kind of go on to the question being, what's been our kind of favorite sets of the year? What would you say in a nutshell? Is Lego this year being great, good, or just okay?
How do I say this? I think I would put it between the B, the good, and the great. I love Star Wars, but that UCS Landspeeder is just like, come on.
It's a bit of a meme. I'll give you that.
It was like, are you guys trolling us, the Lego AFOLs? I mean, if they did a cool ship, if they did like a starfighter, which is usually that's in that price range, I would have said it's great. But I didn't buy a UCS set this year because I don't buy the big one. It's just never. I don't know where to put. Where are you going to put the Venator that's this big? I mean, I don't.
It is huge. Yeah, I'm the same. I really want it.
I have a giant Brutalist library on top of my fridge. I don't have any space. So I love the Starfighters. I always think they're done well. So that was what my disappointment was. But I think it was a solid year. I'm trying to think what else. The art sets. I was a little bit disappointed because I loved the Van Gogh, which technically was an idea set. That was my favorite set, 2022. And I just feel like there wasn't an art set that was like that this year. So that was my other kind of point of contention. But I know, again, that was technically an idea set. But that's my purview. I think it was a good year. And I love, as I said, I love the dream sets. I love the colors. I love the techniques and part usage. So...
Okay, cool. So good. That's a good start. Yeah. What about you, more and more? Has it been great, good, or just okay?
I'd agree with Meredith in that. I'd put it between good and great. Honestly, I think the big one, and I'll admit I haven't built it myself, but for a lot of people was Rivendell, and so a lot of people seem to love that. It looks great. Between that and the Venator, and as the bigger sets, I think those were really cool and fun. Built the botanical garden set with Kiddo, and that was a great set too. And so across the board, I think I'm only naming a few because I know we're going to get into our top ones of the year. But I think overall there was some real standouts.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so we're sitting between the good and the great. That's a pretty healthy start. Minak, what do you think then? Lego 2023, has it been great, good, or just okay?
Again, free for free, slap bang in the middle between good and great. Obviously, you're always going to have room for there to be more, but I think this year was the year of sets that go big. So we think of Rivendell, we think of Avengers Tower. These aren't small sets; these are big sets. And so, not only are they big inside a piece count, but they're kind of big in terms of the theme that they're coming out for. So, you've got Lord of the Rings, and then you've got Marvel. So, those sorts of things kind of helped push it more towards great. Lego Friends, they had their reboot. They had the 5
Yes.
original Friends kind of, take a back seat and allow some new friends in. So, but they're still around. It's not like a reboot. It's kind of like just jump a generation forward, and those sets were phenomenal this year. Like Friends
Yeah.
sets, absolutely phenomenal. The Botanical Garden. I mean, I think that set, and we'll get more into it later, but I think that set really helped to kind of take Friends from being, a theme in its own right to more mainstream,
Oh,
because that set kind of just launched into everyone loved that set, and it didn't
Yeah.
matter that it had a Friends theme on it. It was a case of, it doesn't matter, it's got mini dolls. That set just kind of helped the Friends brand just go, completely mainstream. So
yeah, and I
Yeah, I
think
agree with
personally, I don't know what you think about this more and more as well. I think because the Friends Botanical did so well, I think that's probably why it passed the idea set, and we got the Botanical Gardens coming out in the next year or two, which I think is a beautiful set. And because that's coming out, I'm not actually going to buy the Friends set now.
Hey, Greg,
But
I need to make a retraction.
a retraction. Oh,
Yeah,
the land speeder.
my brain frog happened, and I kept thinking it was the land speeder that came out in the spring. It was not. It was the X-wing fighter.
Yeah, the X-wing came out this year.
I already have.
There it
the
is.
old. I have the old one, so that's why I didn't buy it. So that's.
Oh,
I felt like I didn't get to buy a big UCS starfighter, so hence my little knock on that. So my apologies. Thank you, chat, for jogging my memory that it was not the land speeder this year. It was last
there
year.
we go. But like Craig said, being a mocker, the years kind of do melt into one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark, so where do we get with you then? So you're saying again between the good and the great?
yeah, I think between good and great, I wouldn't necessarily say great, because great would then leave little room for improvement. And of course, I think that 2024 will bring more improvement.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Wow, think everything crossed. But yeah, definitely between good and great this year.
Yeah, very good. Let's go titanium next then. Titanium 2023. What do you think? Has it been a good year for Lego, an okay year for Lego, or a great year for Lego in your opinion?
Honestly, I'd have to agree with everyone else. It's kind of between good and great for me.
Yeah,
a lot of good sets, a lot of really great sets. Not as great, but yeah.
I think Ninjago's been one of the weaker themes this year. Funny enough,
Ninjago kind of started out a little weak with that second round of core sets. I think that wasn't as popular with everybody, especially some of the smaller core sets.
yeah.
But then Dragons Rising showed up, and the modular showed up, and I think a lot of those were pretty good. Some more than others, but
all right. So you're saying great to good, okay,
yeah.
Okay, great to good. But I mean, everyone's sitting between the great and the good. There's a catchphrase in there somewhere, I'm sure of it. Anyway, so just a little reminder of such sets that we've had this year. In the form of Gringotts, Avengers Tower, Rivendell, Venator, the Orient Express, Shadow Box, that's the Batman Shadow Box, modulars, i.e. the museum, and of course the Jazz Club. We've got two in the same year, folks. And there are so many great little sets as well, which I agree actually, because I tell you one I think is one of the best little sets that has been out this year. I'm just throwing this in there just to go do one for the little sets, and that's this. I think this Land Rover is one of the best sets of the year.
Love it.
For the money. I think like £10 or something like that. $10.99.
Another good set was the GTR, the Speed Champions Fast and Furious GTR.
Oh yeah, and that's retiring. Why is it retiring?
It was so tiny, but like they got all the details of the car, and it was just mind blown techniques.
Yeah. Okay. So Bricky Brood, with that in mind, what I've just come up with that array of Lego sets, what do you reckon it's been? Do you reckon it's been great, good, or maybe just okay?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it. There's so many great sets that came out this year. Like probably as far as how many, like the number of great sets that came out in their best year, maybe, as far as, I mean, I don't know, it's hard to say it, but like there's everything, it's getting more details. But I kind of do feel like there's so much coming out that sometimes, but it's good because if there's more things, it's good for everybody because there's more people might get interested in it.
Yep.
But I don't know. I just feel like maybe they should spend more time in some areas, and it's kind of a catch because like this Lego is now branching out to more adults. But some of the sets that people were looking at, like some of them are based on like for kids and stuff like that. And so like it's that mix of like what sets should be more for the kids and what sets should be made more toward the adults, or like they're remaking that botanical into the adult version here. That's going to sell like really good. But like they came out with the kids version kind of first. Like I call it a kids version. I don't know. It's for everybody. I mean, like I don't know. Like anyways, so overall it was a good year for sure. They had a good year, I think, as far as.
So you're going good. You're not going between good and the great. You're going just for good.
No, I was gonna say good.
You're good, really?
Can I change my answer?
No, you said it. You said it.
No.
I've got to say, I think it's been right. The panel has gone from good to great, and I think personally, this has been the best year of Lego ever. I think we've had the absolute best sets. Like if we could take the last 12 months and recreate it next year, I'd be really happy. But it's a bit like West Ham United having a great season. I know for a fact, right, after this season of Lego sets for between 2022, the end of 22 and the end of 2023, I honestly do not think next year will be as good as this year when it comes to Lego sets. And that's only because I think this year has been an absolute golden year for Lego. And I'm a bit sad in some respects because of that. But equally, I think most of the panel has gone between the good and the great. I think probably Lego may have taken that at the start of the year. So with that in mind then, Mark, what would you change it to? If
So I'm going to change it from good to great and lean more towards great because of Disney 100.
Well,
Disney 100 knocked it out the park this year. And I think that Disney 100, we have been so fortunate this year to have such phenomenal sets. And I can't believe I didn't even think about Disney 100 when I was sort of going for it. I was thinking
best theme of the year. That's the sort I've been saying that forever.
100% agree. You know, I'm a Friends fan through and through. Like Friends is the theme that I always go to.
Yeah.
But Disney 100 this year, like, and they catered for both the minifigures, the mini dolls, the builds. Look at the camera. You know, we had phenomenal sets this year from Disney 100. And I think, you know, to call a set phenomenal, you know, for me, and that camera phenomenal leans it to great.
Yeah, I think that camera is technically a mech because you've got a little man in it driving it. It feels like. Now, Family Bricks, he says next year return to space in a big way, which Lego really is going all in for 2024, and I think that's okay as long as you like space. If you're not really into space, next year you're sort of thinking, "Oh God, I don't know, I don't like where this is all going." So I counter that because of that. I genuinely don't think 2024 will be as good a year as this year. Of course, this time next year, we can discuss that more in depth. But I think with those ones that Craigster came out with earlier on, just that list alone, vroom, I think that wipes the floor with the last 5 years of Lego sets that we've had. And certainly, I'm pretty sure that a lot of Star Wars fans would agree on that as well, because there's a lot of love out there for the clones and stuff like that now, which is kind of nice to see, in all honesty. And there we go. Yeah, there's a shout out. Animal Crossing will save 2024.
Yeah,
there we go.
I agree.
I am totally looking forward to that. We're kicking the year off with a good CMF series. So I think probably now, hello to you as well, our Toy World. I think probably now is not only a good time, if you haven't done so, folks, to hit that like button, but also get your vote in as well. Got 80 votes in there. 60% of you are saying it's been a great year. 31% are saying it's been a good year. We've got Brickstein out there as well, which is lovely to see. Brickstein, hope you had a great Christmas and certainly a happy new year to you as well, my friend. Let's go for our PMQ. So this is a new segment of the show, folks. It only started last week with Polar Bricks. This week, our question comes from the beautiful Fab Blondies. And Fab Blondies asks the following question.
Hi everyone, Fab Blondies here. You can find me on YouTube and Instagram as Fab Blondies Bricks. My PMQ for Greg and the panel is, what are the top 5 sets that you have built this year and why? Thanks everyone, and Happy New Year!
Whoa, so there we go. Top 5 sets of 2023. Now, there are a lot of sets to choose from, and everybody's probably going to have quite a different top 5, I reckon. So I think, where should I go first? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Mark, I think we're going to go with you. I think your one's going to be interesting. I feel there's going to be maybe friend sets in there, maybe, or maybe even the Disney 100 one in there. So give us what's been your top 5, and it doesn't have to be in a particular order. Just 5 that you thought, I actually really like them, and the reason for it.
Yeah, so I do most of my building live on stream, like I think a lot of us do, certainly here. So my thoughts and feelings on sets are published as I build them, like people who are watching see. For me, the first one that's on my list is Mrs. Casillo's the turtle van from Dreams.
Oh yeah, from
Stunning.
Dreams. Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. That was a phenomenal little build, and it was the first Dream set I built, so I was introduced to the kind of fork in the road, and I did say fork in the road between the 2 different builds in the sets. You get to a certain part of the manual and it goes, okay, so you can either go this direction and the build can do this, or you can do this direction and the build does that. And I haven't seen that for a while in Lego, so I thought that was really, really fun. So that for me was one of my 5. The modular jazz cafe, as I said, I got that recently. I thoroughly enjoyed that modular building.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of it at the very beginning because of the jazz club, the way the words are, and I said it at the very beginning. I think we spoke about it last year when it was being revealed, and I said the same thing, and I still stand by that. The way that the jazz club writing is centralized, it's off centered for the 2 words. So for me, that almost stopped me from getting it, but I got an opportunity to get it. I bought it. I made the modification to it. I put a tile in between it, but the build itself was phenomenal, and it was so nice to build with different colors that I hadn't built with before. So the dark red,
the dark red. Yeah, that was really nice. The only thing I didn't like about that was the sign, the bananas around the sign. Not bananas, sorry, sausages. I always get bananas and sausages.
No, I know. I knew what you meant. The yellowish orange sausages. I was like, I can understand what you did it for.
It's a bendy things more. It's bendy things. I always get.
I know. I built that one.
So
all right, so we've got Dreams van, very good set. We've got the Jazz Club Admiral. What else? What's give us a third one?
Winter Village Holiday Main Street. I built that very recently. First Winter Village set I bought. Phenomenal.
That was a 2022 set though, wasn't it? That one.
It was a 2022 set that I bought in 2023. So
okay, all right.
That snuck its way. It snuck its way in.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. That's a good set. I mean, I personally, I'm not a lover of that set. Reason being, everyone who thinks of that set goes, "Oh yeah, that's the one with the nice tram in it," and it's like, yeah. For me, that's the best part about it. And it's a funny thing to remember.
The tram or trolley for US is phenomenal. Yeah. The trolley is phenomenal. It's such an amazing build. But there's some love for the other builds as well, definitely. They might be facades, but I love the building decorations of those. And I love the little whimsical story that comes with it.
Yeah.
That's my only 2022 set, but just a little bit.
Just a little bit of 2020.
I cheated a little, but I could exchange it for so many other sets if I wanted to, Greg.
No, of course. So what would be on number 4 for you?
So the Dreams Treehouse.
Oh, right, Dreams again.
Okay. Yeah, 2 dreams in the top. that for me was, I mean, it's a huge build. I can see it off to the side. You know, I've got it displayed. Beautiful, beautiful set. The construction of the tree. As you're building bags and bags, you're building parts of this tree, and it's quite a substantial kind of build for what it is.
Yeah.
But what I like as well is you've got these like jutted platforms where they've got little rooms, and each character has a kind of little themed room as you go up, and then you come off with you've got blue tree limbs, and then you've got the blue leaves. I'm a huge fan of leaves. The leaf element, three fingered leaf element, that's one of my favorite elements. I love that. You can do so much with it. And that came in a light blue color. So
Yeah.
you know, you built loads of those. So it was very whimsical, and it kind of called out elves to me. When I was building it, it gave me very elves vibes, which, you know, I enjoyed building
Yeah.
as well. So that was really cool.
So I'm totally curious then. So your fifth one can only be a friend set, or it can only be a Disney 100. One of them is going to get pushed to 6. So what is your fifth one?
The fifth one is the Friends Botanical Gardens, because of course, that has to be in there. Phenomenal build. The plants that you build, the botanicals themselves that you build, not only are the pieces that are used just absolutely phenomenal, like the integral pieces that they use to make it, the different elements that they use, the saxophones that they use, you know, in kind of spring green to kind of illustrate. And what I love as well is as you're building it, Greg, they detail the actual plant you're building and the botanical that you're building, and give a little history about it as well. So you're learning as you're building. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. And that set does not use the typical Friends color scheme that we're used to seeing over the years. You've literally got white, transparent. You've got little tiny elements of light bluish grey, and you've got the medium nougat, light nougat in there. So it's really good. Like, integrate it into a city and take the mini dolls out. You'd never know it was a Friend set.
You'd never know. Take the mini dolls out. You'd never know it. Good stuff. All right, I like that. That is a healthy top 5. I like that. With dreams. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. No Disney 100, but then maybe they would have been the 6th one. Any special mention? Any special mention set that you'd say that's got to be a Disney 100, surely?
Actually, no. If it's a special mention, obviously, it wouldn't be a set. It would be it would be the CMFs, the Disney 100 CMFs.
The Disney 100 CMFs, arguably one of the best CMF series we've ever had. Very good. Equally, the Dreams CMF series, or rather the Dreams minifigures, are very, very good as well.
Yeah, but the Land Rover to me is my 6th. I love that.
Oh, is it? So the mini one. So this one as well, not the big, but the big green one. Yeah, I want to get the big green one. I think that's going to be a brilliant build. That one. Okay, very good. All right, that's a good one. Special mention. So where should we go next? Well, let's go somewhere where Ninjago's been very sparse this year, in my opinion. I think it's been. I think Ninjago's going to bounce back this year. I think where you get themes that have not had a lot of resources given to them this year, I think they're going to bounce back next year. At least I hope so. Anyway, rumor has it we're going to get a mini version, almost a Lego architecture version of Ninjago City. That I'm actually very excited about, because that will be the beacon for me to actually build Ninjago City. So anyway, Titanium J, give me a decent top 5. Not anyone's ever going to be wrong anyway, because it's a completely personal, subjective thing. But what would be top 5 off the top of your head?
So one of them that I'd include is Lloyd's Mech Battle Evo. Is this $20 Lloyd Mech 2-pack? So it was a Lloyd Mech and a Build Mech.
Yeah,
I really liked that. It was nice to actually have some hero versus villain action. You could get a nice little battle. Lloyd minifig, until very recently, exclusive, because it's now in a magazine.
Yeah,
and it was only $20. I mean, you could spend $16 on a Marvel or Star Wars mech and get one mech, or you could go up $4 more and get 2 mechs. And I really liked that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm intrigued because I wonder if anyone's going to mention any of the Star Wars mechs, like the Boba Fett. That was a good mech. Just throwing that one out there. What do you lot out there think about the Boba Fett as a mech? I kind of liked it, but I kind of felt I shouldn't like it. Like, I didn't want to like it. I couldn't help it, though. I really liked it, especially with those yellow shoulders. All right, Jay, so you've gone straight in with an Ninjago one as well, which I couldn't even tell you what that looks like. But I'm intrigued nonetheless. So what would be a second one for you, my friend?
Another Ninjago set, Zane's Ice Dragon creature, that big ice dragon with 6 legs from the beginning of the year. Yeah, that's
big.
That was a really good dragon. One of the better dragons we've had in recent years, I'd say.
Okay.
Part of what makes a dragon for me is that it's stable and that the head and neck don't droop down after a certain amount of time, which is what happened with that lightning dragon that came out in the summer.
Yeah.
But the ice dragon has not had that problem, and I really like that.
Yeah, it's big as well. Did it come with a good selection of minifigures as well?
Yeah, it came with 5 minifigs, 3 from the Bone Warrior faction, and then Zane and Pixel.
Oh, I love Pixel. Pixel's one of my favorite characters.
Pixel's the best.
She's awesome. She really is.
Yeah, it was nice to get that minifigure of her.
Okay, so you're kind of brushing in a little bit of Ninjago in. I'm actually quite genuinely surprised. I'm thinking there has to be a Monkey Kid one in there somewhere. Because it's been a little bit sparse on the old Ninjago front. Monkey Kid has kind of helped you. It's almost like a placebo Ninjago theme for me. It really is. Not many to trigger any Monkey Kid people out there because I genuinely like the theme as well. But anyway, so what you got 2 Ninjagos. What would be a third one then? I'm intrigued.
The Dreams Nightmare Shark Ship.
Oh, good shout. Yeah, good shout. Yeah,
that was a really fun one to build. Very detailed, excellent figs. I loved it. And it was a great introduction to Dreams for me.
Yeah, very nice. Blimey, I mean, that to a lot of people is one of the best sets of the year. It totally is. I'm a bit surprised actually. No one's mentioned the A-frame yet. Probably because no one's actually built it yet. But that is a good set as well. Did anyone out there build that? I'm intrigued to know what everybody out there. Throw me some good sets that you've built this year that you reckon should be in our top 5. Of course, it's got to be ones that you've built as well. Okay, so you got I think you've gone up now. I think with the shark ship. From Dreams, that's a really, really cool thing. And I'm curious, Titanium, did you leave it as a car, or rather, did you leave it with 4 wheels, or did you go and kind of keep it as the ship?
I kept it as a ship. I like the flying version better. The wheels were interesting, but beyond that, the other additions to it, I wasn't a fan of. So I kept it as the flying ship.
Okay, all right. So that's a decent 3 in there so far. Let's just see what they're saying out in chat. We've got these gamers keep saying it's not a Zelda game; it's a Lego sets Nintendo teasing. It's talking about the ideas stuff coming up. One looks like Boba Fett mech had one of the minifigures of the year in it. That's true. Is a very, very cheap way of getting that. Next year, we're going to get we're going to get some more as well from Star Wars. We're going to get some cheap figs in the form of I'm trying to think of his name now. It's not Commander Cody. It's the other one. It's the blue one.
We're all waiting for our $13.99 Captain Rex.
That's the one, Rex. Rex, $13.99. That's mad. I can't believe it. But yeah, maybe you get a Uloran or something like that in a cheaper set as well. 6-legged dragon's different. Yeah, I agree. That's the Zane one, isn't it? The one. Very cool. I want a new remake of the old Zelda game like that. He loves his Zelda. Does old Studious. Let's see what Bricky TY is saying. Brick Stage Pass totally agrees. Some of the sets have just been nothing short of brilliant. Rivendell for me is one of my faves this year. Gorgeous set. That if anyone's built that's got to be their number one, I would say. Potentially. KO, we'll find out in the spring or summer, hopefully. Monkey Kid mentioned. Tech can't be far away. No, definitely not. The A-frame needed proper trees. Absolutely. I even said that to the designer when he was on a couple of weeks ago. I did not
ridicule him. That did make me laugh.
I did. I had to, really. What could I do? It'd be remiss of me not to. I didn't beat around the bush, that's for sure.
What bush?
Exactly. There was none to beat around. Disney villain sets. Yeah, that was a good set. Family Bricks. I've put Monkey Kid on hold now after building the Dreams Turtle van. Reminds me so much of Hidden Side. I agree.
Yeah,
I miss Hidden Side. That's the thing
yes.
for me that
You've
kind
got
of.
some sets of it to build. I'm so excited. I love Hidden Side.
Me too. I love it. Every Halloween, I definitely get those out. Batcave Shadow Box, yeah, that's up there with one of the best sets. I did not like the pictures of that when I actually saw it. I remember messaging Craig when I was in Stratford, and I was like, "This is actually pretty good." He was building it at the time, and he said it's one of the best sets he built that year. Up until that part, that was the best set he'd built that year. Aubrey's out there. She goes, "The Nightmare King is one of the best figs ever." Totally agree. Him and the and his sidekick as well. I think they are two amazing figures. Indiana Jones, Temple of the Golden Idol, and McLaren Double Pick. Dude, you know, I didn't even write that down. It's another one of those ones that's behind me. Yeah, Indiana Jones and the Golden Idol. That is one of the best. That motion and that leverage that you use to set up for the boulder roll is out of this world. The Orient Express is one of the top sets of 2023. Paul, I completely agree. I've got it behind me here. I'm dying to build it. It ain't going to happen until 2024, sadly. Stud Sidious, KO's repository. It's 2 Link figs, 1 classic, new one. Probably you lot are really chatty tonight. I'm loving this. Echo Bricks as well. Alpine Lodge was good. Echo, I'm curious, what is the best Technic set that's come out? Because I could say without a shadow of doubt, no one on this panel is going to pick a Technic set. If they do, I'd be very surprised. Bricktastic UK says, my other half is building Gringotts Santa Bolter. Very good Santa. I'm intrigued. Is she starting from the top or is she starting from the bottom? I'm always intrigued to know how people start their Gringotts. There is a lot of swearing going on, but it's good looking set so far. Yeah, you get to the sticker a lot sooner than you think you're going to with that one. Brickety Wire, that reminded me of Hidden Side. Ruda's out there. She's saying, who builds Monkey King Heavenly Realm in here? I want that set.
That is stunning. That's a beautiful set.
That was 2022, though. I think that one, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. Studs it is. I love that idea. There's so many in the link. I've got to drop that. Hocus Pocus. That is a
gorgeous set. Trevor's stop motion. Oh my god. Trevor's video on the Hocus Pocus set, just phenomenal.
Indeed. Good shout out, Hocus Pocus, Trevor's vids. Yeah, Hocus Pocus is a really good set. See what I mean? This is why I want to know what you guys and girls out there are liking from this year. Peter Baron Bush, that was a thing that is very, very true. Gary's saying, bring back Hidden Side. I'd love them to. Ditch the way they had the boxes and redo that. And ditch the I was going to say AI, which is certainly not AI, but what do they call that? More and more. What do they call it when you're taking reality and you change it slightly?
Augmented reality, AR.
That's the one, augmented reality. Ditch that idea, Lego, and you got yourself a fantastic theme. My favorite build that I did this year was Lion Knight's Castle, and maybe my best ever build.
That's a phenomenal set.
But that was a 2022 one, I believe. If I remember rightly. Family Bricks, very much doubt we will see any of the Fortnite sets. Like you say, I don't think it's doing too well. Really, I think it was doing all right actually. At least that's what I'm hearing from the hype, and but that's why I want to know from more and more what he thinks about it a little bit later. There were 52 stickers on, I believe, the Avengers Tower. Sadly, yikes, that's a lot of stickers, but it is a big set, so if you're going to want stickers in it, you're going to get a lot of those. I did do in the Concord. Yeah, Concord is one of the best sets of the year. I think Tiago, if I remember rightly, because I saw his top sets of the year a couple of weeks ago. I think he said Concord was number 2. I think put Rivendell as number 1, which he actually purchased. Lego didn't actually give that to him. He purchased that and gave that as number 1, but I think it was pretty close from reading between the lines with him. Dune and Lord of the Rings are on my all-time Mount Rushmore of sci-fi. I'm so hoping they can make Dark Tower by Stephen King. Oh, blimey. You're pushing the boat out there, delicious. The Ghost and the Phantom 2. Yeah, that is one of the best Star Wars sets of the year, without a shadow of a doubt. Blimey, you guys are loving this conversation tonight. Echo's saying has to be the Technic Peugeot. Nearly finished it and it looks great. Do you know what? I absolutely want that, and not because I drive a Peugeot or Peugeot as the Americans call it, but because it does genuinely look like an amazing car. Now, I've kind of caught up. back to you, Titanium. You've given us so far Ninjago Lloyd's mech, Zane's dragon, and the Dreams Shark ship. Be careful how you say that. Can't say that with a lisp. So what would be then? What would be in number 4 for you?
The Temple of the Dragon Energy Cores, also from Ninjago.
Another Ninja, dude.
Yeah.
You're heavy on the Ninjago here.
No, I love my temples, and that temple was great. Very tall, very detailed. Had some nice little play features with the bridge that could be knocked off and whatnot. It was a really nice set and a really nice build, and it looks great on my shelf over there. Yeah, it's way.
It's over there. Well, move your camera, mate. Can you get that's it? Hold on, let's make it big so we can see it.
See that?
Yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty tall.
I think it's as tall as the Temple of Verjitsu at its highest point.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's gone in so strong on Ninjago. This is fascinating. I mean, yeah, that is interesting. So tell me then. What is what's your fifth and final one?
This one.
Oh, another Ninjago one.
Ninjago City Markets. Of course.
Nice.
That's ridiculous. He's just going to say Ninjago anyway. All right, I'll give you that one. That is
that one was really great. Lots of great figures, especially for Ninjago fans. I think as far as the modulars go for Ninjago, that has the best fig selection. And then lots of really nice features in it, including the working toilet.
Yeah,
that was great.
Although that only it screws my face up. I'm like, I don't know what I think about that.
It only works with a round tile, unfortunately. I tried many other things.
Wow. If it's slightly squared off, I'd go to a doctor about that. If I was
I tried regular tiles. I tried the little like poop / ice cream piece. I even tried a katana piece. Nothing worked.
Hello. Katana. Don't put that anywhere near.
I mean, there are brown katanas.
Yeah, they are, but blimey, a katana. I mean, well, anyway, let's not go there quite yet.
You definitely need to see a doctor if it's a brown katana.
Yeah, I accidentally slipped on one. You know what I mean? Okay, so you've gone in pretty heavy. So what that last one? What was that? Ninjago City
Markets.
Okay, the markets. That's the last one I've got to get from that range. All right, cool. Blimey, well. Not even a Monkey Kid set in there. Dream's just about got a look in. I'm kind of surprised, and I'm kind of not surprised as well. What is a nice surprise is that our next guest has materialized in the green room, but he looks like he's eating some noodles at the moment. So I'm going to leave him to eat that. I'll wait for him to leave me a message in the private chat because he's got greasy fingers, and no one likes to play with Lego when they've got greasy fingers. But anyway, in the meantime, because I know he's listening in, folks. There's going to be all sorts of hand gestures. We're all talking about our top 5 sets of 2023 and whether or not we think this has been a great, an okay, or a good year for Lego. So anyway, have a think about that whilst you're eating your noodles, my friend. All right, cool. Where should we go next then? Let's go across because there's one man that just never stops building Lego, and that is of course Brick and Brood. He knows it. He gets 3 hours with us a week, and in that 3 hours, boy, does he concentrate and focus on his Lego builds. So, Brick and Brood, you build a lot of Lego sets, a lot of different Lego sets. So I'm expecting zero Ninjago from you, my friend.
Markets is awesome. I got to say that.
All right, no, that is actually an outstanding set. Albeit people say it's got nothing in the middle, but anyway, that is still a big, massive set. Give us what you think is a good top 5.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys have said everything that I got up in here, but I will admit the one thing I didn't have in I wrote this down here. That you're right about is the Orient Express. I didn't put it in there, and it's probably just because it's the most recent one that I didn't really consider it as like necessarily the best one this year. But no, Avengers Tower, Rivendell, Markets. One thing I didn't realize, I did have the castle in here, but yeah, I guess it was last year.
Yeah, it's last year, man.
Yeah, the Venator, I guess, has to be a big one for me here because I mean, it's absolutely massive, and I think we've wanted a
have you built
UCS
it?
Venator for a while.
Have you built it Venator? Blimey, is there anything? So okay, so coming in number one then is Venator. Why is the Venator such a
just
build
the sheer mass of it? I guess it's really I like it.
Is it because it's got a hint of red in it, which seems to be a thing this year for Star Wars?
I think it's just it catches your eye when you walk into the room. Like it's hard to miss. Like as far as like a big set this year, but there are little sets that are really cool. Like I mean, the dream sets are definitely neat. I have most of the dream sets. I don't have the sailboat though, or whatever you want to call it,
the shark ship.
The shark ship, but I have all the figures, so I was just kind of like, oh, well, if I get the shark ship, I have all the figures already. So, anyways, but the A-frame cabin is another good one.
Yeah, good shout. A-frame cabin. I think that's way underestimated, but we'll always argue the toss about the trees, and certainly Lego definitely know that by now, folks. From us, that's for sure. For the London calling crew. So we're going Venator.
Oh, you know what? That one set that was really cool. I just spot off the corner of my eye here. Like the Disney 100 series has been really good this year. I really like the camera, the dynamic of the sound of the camera. But one thing I thought was cool was the up house. I wish that I mean that's one of those sets where if you take two of them, you could put them together and you kind of have a finished house. But like I kind of wish it was more of an adult like base where it was maybe more of a complete building. But I get it for like it makes more sense for like sales, and like old kids are gonna want that. Like the figures are awesome in it.
100%.
So I'm not as mad about that one being more for kids, whatever. But that's a great set. I like it. Like I like it.
All right, so we've got Venator, Star Wars, A-frame, Ideas, camera, Disney, Titanium. This is called variation. This is what we like. Give us a fourth one then. Give us a fourth one that you'd say, yeah, definitely I'll throw that in there. I mean, could that be the Orient Express? I mean, we've had a few trains in the last couple of years, which we've very strange to say, but it is true. Would you put the OE up there as well?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, okay. For sure. Like it's just this mass of it, and like a lot of detail that comes in it. I think I'm a big fan of detail in the sets. So if the sets have lots of detail, good part usage, like I'm sure I said Rivendell already. That's probably number one as far as
really
complete.
Okay,
it's awesome.
I've got a curveball for you, and this curveball is for you lot out there as well, right? This list does also include, because it is Lego, the Bricklink Designer Program as well. No one's mentioned that yet. I'm pretty sure no one in the chat's mentioned it as well.
I like this guy back here. I think that was when I was finished building that was one of the sets where I felt the most like, wow, that's really cool. Like it's got so much detail. It's crazy how many parts are in it. And the one thing, like, it's kind of annoying, all the cheese slopes that are in it. It's like covered in cheese slopes on the outside. And like, you know, those like burp pieces, instead of actually having them, they're all brick built, which I thought was kind of interesting. A way of getting around, like, but like, I mean, they still use the same shape. But anyways, I think it's got 3 different levels inside. And so I feel like it's got a basement, a main level. So it's got at least 3 levels inside there. And it doesn't really look like it.
Yeah. And this is the thing. No one's talking about the Bricklink Designer Program in their top sets of the year. My favorite set of the year is a Bricklink Designer Program. End of story, right? And I'm sure if I built one that I hadn't built yet, that would probably be in the top 5 as well. That being Studgate, and that Salix has certainly mentioned that one out there as well. So I'm curious then, with the observatory, would that actually feature in your top 5? Are you kind of like,
sure. Definitely. No, I wasn't really thinking about it because I wasn't sure if that was part of it or not. With your,
well, that's the curveball. That's the curveball one. That one. So where would you put it? Would you put that above Venator, A-frame, Camera, OE, or Rivendell? Because they're all great sets.
Oh well, as far as detail and like, I that's probably the best one for sure. Well, Rivendell is really tough, man. I love Rivendell. I love Lord of the Rings. I was so happy when it came back.
Yeah, I mean, he's spectacular. He's beautiful.
But The other sets that you mentioned I don't think compare to that one. But this one, I feel like it's more like not as many people are going to have it, right? I think it's a harder one to get.
No, it is. But it's all based on official Lego sets that you've built this year, and these are official Lego sets. Yeah, you got the designer program thing on it, and it's kind of deemed as you kind of in a weird way your poor man's Lego ideas. But they're also spectacular sets.
Oh, it's more expensive though.
Yeah, and it's bloody way more expensive because it's exclusive. It's more exclusive. 10,000. Since when has 10,000 been exclusive? But anyway, quite a lot in my eyes. Okay, fair game. All right, so that is a real mixture. I want to know what you guys out there think. Have you got any Bricklink designer ones that you would throw in there and say, actually, that would feature in my top 5? Trevor's saying, just like your passion for Harry Potter, I take my hat off to your knowledge. One brick stud, your passion for Harry Potter is pretty sensational. It does make me giggle as well. Just like Bunny Brick says, she don't know about Disney isn't worth knowing. Exactly. And that's why TJ loves his Ninjago. It's one of his favorite themes. Too hard, really. So many great sets. This is why I think it's a golden year for Lego. I really do. Mix what everyone has said, what sets that they love, anything between the Venator, the A-frame, the camera, the OE, Revendell, mix in as well the sets that we've got from the Lego designer program, the Bricklink designer program. We've got ourselves an absolute splendid golden year. Okay, cool. So that's Brick and Brood. So we've heard from Mark, we've heard from TJ, we've heard from Brick and Brood. Meredith, beautiful Meredith. Tell me.
Shark Ship is my number one. Again, the creativity, the building techniques, the colors, and it's, as I said, beautiful to look at, and it still has like the play functions. It just to me, it just hits all of the boxes. I haven't built Ninjago markets yet, but we have that's just a thing we buy every time it comes out. Is the Ninjago city modulars. I love it. I haven't built it yet. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that it's one of my top 5 sets, but it is. I mean, I know
it's a good top 5 sets. You've got it. The OE would be my top 5. I'm not strictly built it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be there more or less.
And then, kind of having the blank, the botanical gardens from Friends. Again, it's just they elevated Friends from kind of cheeky builds of salons and puppy motels to something that to me is so accessible to so many types of AFOLs. It's just they knocked it out of the park. I mean, many of the other sets they did with the street market, which should probably be up there as well. This was it downtown market shops, because again they elevated it. And what I really love is, and some people are going to hate for me for saying this, but a lot of the buildings we get in Lego are very traditional architecture. And I feel like that IKEA shop that they had, the furniture shop in that set, they took a risk and they were like, okay, we're going to have one shop that's a very standard Western, traditional looking building. And then we're going to take a risk. This is, again, still supposed to be a kid's toy, and we're going to elevate it and make it a modern style building. So I think that would probably be my 4th. And then my last one would probably be the GTR.
GTR.
Yeah.
Is that GTR? Is that the Technic set, or is that?
No, that's the Speed Champions, the Fast and the Furious one.
Okay, so tell me why you like the Fast and the Furious as well, and why did you go for that one? And
the Fast and the Furious in most Gearhead realms is kind of a meme, and it's kind of, how do I say this, so cheesy that you still kind of love it. So there's that that nostalgia of it. But I just love the car. I mean, you can't get that car in the United States. I love cheap Japanese cars. And that's one of the late 90s inaccessible to us Japanese cars that you always wanted, but if you got it imported, it would cost you like $50,000 or something. So no, it's just an iconic car of people And it'd be interesting to see. I don't live in LA. I have friends that lived in LA and tell me all about how awesome the car culture is and was, especially during the late 90s, early 00s. And it's just, I did a lot of the car cultural stuff when I'm in my 20s, especially at the autocrossing. I mean, there are people there that, there were people there that were the Volkswagen people, and then there were people like me that were the cheap Japanese Econobox people.
Yeah.
And it's just something that I feel nostalgic about.
Yeah.
And I think they did a great. I mean, the techniques on that car, because I have a lot of the Speed Champions, but the techniques on that car were just phenomenal, because that is a hard car to really get into a 6Y. I mean, they're all hard, but this one was especially hard because it had those iconic lights, and I think mine's upstairs. Yeah, it's upstairs, but it has the iconic lights that are both circular, and one slightly smaller than the other. And the way they achieve that with the head bracket, like the bracket that Emmett would have with the piece of resistance on the back, they flipped that and put it over a stud, and then had a regular red round 1x1 stud to achieve that differential in the two brake lights in the back. And I'm just like, they did it. They got the iconic look, and they knocked it out.
They do. The guys and girls down at Lego who kind of deal with the Speed Champions theme are phenomenal. What they do and what you get in those boxes of Lego is phenomenal. And they are, to me, some of the go-to sets to get to learn some really intricate, small techniques.
What would elevate it to a best if they started doing more? And I think this is why I remember people were saying they couldn't get that when they released that set. They would go to the Lego store that day, and it was gone, because it was like how do I say, like BTS or something. It was Lego trying to bring in different types of people, like the botanicals. They get the people that like, oh, I love flowers, I love plants, this is so cool. And that brought in people who are gearheads, or people that were very nostalgic about late 90s, early 2000s car culture. That's where and I want to see them do more. I want a UCS Miata. I mean, I want, like, when you go to Gran Turismo and you go look at all the late 80s, 90s cars, early 2000 cars, I want to see Speed Champions do more of those, because those are the cars I loved when I was in my 20s and wanted, like your 1997 Type R, your EK hatch. I want to see.
Oh yeah, that's Civic. You're talking Honda Civic. Well, I tell you what, right?
You know what? That dude, you take weight out of that Civic, and you get your engine boosted up, and that thing's fast.
I hear you. Yeah, a bit of RAM charging and all that. I tell you what, right? Talking of piston heads, I think that's what they used to call them back in the day. Not only do cars have pistons, motorbikes have pistons as well. And this guy certainly likes to run around on two wheels. It's our good friend from the West Coast. Westish coast. It's pretty West Coast. It's always lovely and sunny in California. It really is. Let's bring him in, shall we? It's, of course, Shy Time is my time. Hello, mate.
What up, Meredith? You got, like, if I were to choose a set from this year, you hit it like with a bat. Like the GTR, the Nissan Skyline was what I was gonna like gloat about the most. If I was
sorry.
And like, but then the way you said it was like, that is it. Because like I remember being a car head like as a teenager, and the Nissan Skyline being the car to have if you were to ever see it here in the United States, especially in LA where the car scene's huge. Like I had an RX-8 as a younger 20-year-old.
I had one too. Actually, I had two of them. I still have one.
Blew up, so I replaced the engine and then I sold it. But I was a drifter outside the motorcycle, so like having the Skyline is like, finally you're doing a car that technically, not necessarily like you could, because it's expensive to bring over here, that normal people could kind of get in comparison to the supercars that they're being that are out there. That's what I'm saying. Like the Skyline is like the like the Civic, the Accord, the like closest, like the best of all those in like one thing in that genre of import cars, because they don't do import cars. They do these like crazy cars that are concepts, or like $200,000 as opposed
car,
to
yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
buying a car for 25,000, then importing it for another 25,000. So $50,000 in comparison.
Yeah.
It's
like,
achievable. It's achievable.
Yeah.
It's
So
a lot
it can be
still,
done.
but
It's
it's achievable.
But the way the car looks gives me that late 90s, early 2000s import life that I grew up with as a kid. And that's why that was probably, if not one of my top 5, if not the top set that I had last year. And the things like everyone was buying that car, like here, like that weren't Lego fans, that loved the movie. Not necessarily love the franchise, but at least loved the first 4. And then
when they were actually about cars.
Yeah, when they were actually about cars instead of these crazy things, and or reminded me of my childhood. And Paul Walker, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So sorry, I had to bring that in there.
No, I appreciate it, because I'm like,
you're hearing the spots. I was like,
the guy who taught me how to drive actually lives part-time in LA. I call him my driving father, or my autocrossing father. And him and his son are still into car culture. And he always tells me, when you go out in LA and you go to a meetup or you go to track day, it's a completely different vibe. And it is just insane. And one of these days we'll show up. But he keeps his S2000 out there. And I think he was texted me like, it was like a year ago. They went over to Willow Springs for a track day, and he's like, "Oh, Paul Walker's brother is here."
Yeah, Paul Walker's always been like kind of around. So like, when he went, when he went the way he did, a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's kind of ironic." When everyone out here was like, "No,"
This is why I drive a very low horsepower car, because it can be dangerous.
It can be, but anyways.
All cars are dangerous. They really are. And God, yeah, they but to drive a fast one, Subaru's definitely being one of them. Family Bricks mentioning them out there. Hey, Fizzy.
I don't know about you, but I would buy the crap if they did like everything, like like a 80s to 2000 like Japanese hot hatch or Japanese collection. I'd buy.
Sick.
I used to, my favorite car that I've ever had was a sports car. It was Japanese. It was a Celica, a 190.
Celica, yeah.
I've never seen a car like it. It just reminded me of a silver Batmobile that I had. Had the spot, everything on it. And when you drove it, it was basically laying down. It was wonderful. Boy, did I do a lot of that. Yeah, it's which is fine. But when you've been driving from London to Devon, which is where I used to live back in around the 2000s, my God, I'd get in it, I'd jump in it, I'd be laying down there like this and driving, and then by the time I got to Devon, I'd get out and I'd be like a little old man. I would be, I'd be like, I can't move. Which is very cool. Okay, so Meredith, there is definitely a bit of a theme kicking off here with people's favorite sets of the year. Dreams is actually doing remarkably well, which is kind of cool. Titanium loves it. Brick and Brew certainly appreciates it. Mark loves it. He loves the van. We all love the van. Where should I go next? Well, we know Shy's into his GTR. We'll come to him in a minute. Because I need to listen to a little bit of the silky voice of More and More. We've had some very excitable piston head chat. More and More. He's probably going to turn around now and say he likes the Technic Batmobile or something like that. Because I tell you what, folks, Lego can make a brilliant Technic motorbike. More and More.
I was going to say, get ready, because these are probably non-conventional choices.
Oh, we like non-conventional.
I'll start with the Mario Piranha Plant. Because
it's a good start.
It's a wonderful little build, and Mario was one of the first games that really got me into video games, and so I just love this little build. And it sits on my desk right here with me, and it's just well done, I think. So that's what you're gonna sense a theme with a lot of it. A lot of you, for those of you that follow along, I'm in games as a career, but also love video games as well, of course. So yeah, there's Shy with his too. But that said, that
it
one
looks good. That is a really displayable, beautiful set.
It's wonderful. I love it. So that one came to mind almost immediately. Other than I think some of the more obvious ones to me. You brought up Batman. I built the Shadow Box.
Okay.
And it's huge and has a lot of little Easter eggs. And I've talked about my love for Marvel in terms of comics and movies and things like that. But Batman's probably the one outlier for me in terms of like superheroes. So growing up, I was like all about Spider-Man and X-Men, but then I also read Batman and watched the animated series. So I built the Shadow Box. There are things about it that I didn't care for, but overall I loved it. If you're a Batman fan, it's cool. It's also just an impressive build. It's just huge. And so I loved.
Do you display it closed or do you display it open?
I have it closed behind me. It's hard to tell because
no, we can see it. We can see it. It's slightly
it's obscured. There it is.
There it is. We can
it's
see it.
blurred out. But yeah, I've had it open and it's so big with all the Lego I have. It's just I have to close it up so I have room for things. So I love that one. For the Easter eggs, its size, it's just a cool set in general. I mean, it is a lot of black, so but yeah, it's a cool set. It's huge. I love it. And then I'm gonna say one that people have said, the Friends Botanical Gardens. So
Very
that
good.
one
Yeah.
is just so well done. And I think I think it did open it up and make it more accessible in terms of like a theme to more mainstream people. So I loved that one. That one took me by surprise. I built that with a kiddo, and I was like, this is a great build. This is a little like everything about it. And is noted, it's not your conventional Friends colors. You get, the white and the transparent pieces, as well as the way you build a lot of the botanical pieces in their fantastic little set. I won't say too much more since a lot of people already covered that, but that one got into my top 5. Surprisingly, when I thought of it, I was like, I really enjoyed that one. Really enjoyed that one.
And just on that subject, are you kind of excited about this new Lego idea set that's going to be coming out in the future for the botanical gardens?
I'm looking forward to it. I'll probably get it. I'll check it out for sure. I love the whole idea of that and the concept of it. So yes. So love that one. Let's see. No one's brought up the Concorde.
No one said the Concorde, but that is, I'm sure, one of the best sets of the year. I'm confident in that. If I bought it,
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that build.
Wow.
Yeah, really
it's light.
enjoyed that.
I can't believe how light it was. I was swooshing it around.
Yeah, I was kind of scared of swooshing it because it was light, and I was like, am I gonna chuck it out of excitement? But yeah, that one was really good. That one I kind of knew though that I would love. Just looking at it and seeing it in the wild,
my favorite plane. It's my favorite. Yeah, plane. I love flying. Right, I love flying as much as I possibly can. If I have to go on a journey over 4 hours, I do anything I can to fly it. And we think of the environment as well. And I just missed the fact that I just missed out on being able to go from London to New York in a few hours. Like I want to be able to do that. I would love to have done that, but. I've been in Concorde. I just haven't flown in the flipping thing. But anyway, it is a thing. All right. So the Concorde. So Concorde, I mean, that's a strong piranha plant, shadow box, botanical gardens. I mean, that's a lovely array. Concorde as well. Wow. I'm super excited to hear what your 5th one would be.
So this and a lot of these are rooted in my love for games and superheroes or just admiration of either architecture or in the Concorde sense, mechanical build. But this one is more admittedly both nostalgic and just has my heart in games. The Pac-Man cabinet.
Yeah.
And I loved the Pac-Man cabinet. The function of getting the Pac-Man and the ghosts to move around on there was just great. Very nostalgic for me. As a very little child, I'd go to the arcades with my parents, and I played Pac-Man among other many games that were memorable. So that one, while also just being a solid build, has a soft spot in my heart. So Pac-Man was a great build for me this year too.
Brilliant.
So,
Yeah, that is a strong 5. It really is. The Pac-Man build is an excellent build. It's one of those ones I'll never get, but boy, having seen it, Mark, you and I saw that at Battersea when that opened, and that is a heck of a set. That is, and boy, that is.
Phenomenal.
I mean, what a great year that was for Lego shops, Lego stores opening in London as well with the Battersea one. Which is an intriguing shop to go to, and an intriguing more to say the least. Okay, so more and more straight in there. Some great ones there. I like that. Friends Botanicals doing very, very well. So Mr. Shy Time is my time. You're here now. So give me 5 that you've really enjoyed this year, my friend.
Okay, aside from the GTR, I think I was backstage for most of this conversation. So a lot of what I had on my list have already been mentioned. Avengers Tower, Rivendell, but I don't know if this is really mentioned, but the wildflowers. Has anyone mentioned the flowers at all?
No one's mentioned those yet.
So the wildflowers is something that I think I've purchased from Lego.com or the Lego store at least 15 times this year. Because I give when I give a gift to somebody, it's gonna be Lego, whether the person likes it or not. So we gifted that set, I think, to 2 of my children's teachers. And I think we give it to we gave it, as wedding gifts and stuff like that, as a side gift, not the main gift, but we still gave them out. And every time we've gifted it out, it's always come back to, I've never built a Lego set, it's been a long time, blah, blah, blah. This was amazing, I'm enjoying it, blah, blah, I want to do more. Boom, I just turned Lego, I just turned some casual people into Lego fans. But what really got me the most about this set was that I have a friend who's currently in the ICU, and we went to finally go visit her. She's doing better, but we went to finally visit her, and I pulled out the wildflowers, and I looked at her husband like, you're gonna build this every day until this bouquet is done. And then she's like, no, I want to do this too. I'm like, good. You need to start. She technically died for 30 minutes, and they were able to they were keeping her alive for that long. So she needs to build her motor skills back up. But what the cool part was, not saying that any of that was cool, was that flowers aren't allowed there at all. You can't bring in flowers into that area. So
nice loophole, my friend.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, so now they have the only flowers in that entire ICU. So so that will forever hold something in my heart. And then let's see what else. I mean, did anyone mention the ghost?
No, but that is one of the best Star Wars sets of the year, without doubt. I've not built it, but it definitely is in there.
That was my number 6. That's the one that didn't make the cut.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say the ghost was definitely something that was very heavily anticipated, heavily wanted. Hopefully, get a UCS of it too. It although it has a very strong fandom for Rebels, it's not mainstream in comparison to other things you can get. So there's still a niche within the whole community for that lore, but there was a huge push for it, and we finally got it. And for those like me who wanted the original sets too, because of the Phantom included, this was kind of to satisfy that itch to spend a god amount of money to be able
it's mega bucks. And to be honest, right, I got the original Ghost, the OG Ghost, from New Zealand of all places. It's the cheapest I could get it in bloody New Zealand, the other side of the planet. And I just thought it was okay. I just thought it was okay. I was slightly underwhelmed. I probably built it up too much.
We got the Ghost used in a box, had been built and then put all back away with the figs and everything.
Yeah.
For a trade for some 9-volt track that we had.
Wow.
$120 or $150 worth of 9-volt track. We traded it for the Ghost. So, but
sweet.
my daughter wanted to build the OG Ghost first, or no, I built the OG Ghost and she built the new one together, and it was fun looking at the differences in building techniques in available parts. And yeah, when you look in that retrospect, like yes, mine was just so much more simpler, and the new one just had way more details and kind of had a little bit more what do you call it, polish on it versus it.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed with the turret on the OG one. I was like, this isn't properly made. But I love turrets. I just got this thing about turrets. I think they're quite fun, and I used to blow them up as a kid and stuff like that. I love the figures. I think the original's got better figures in it. I think we can kind of all agree on that one. But I'm interested to see where Ahsoka goes, the TV series, just because of the fact that we're going to get some pretty decent minifigures from that as well. Good shout. So
I parted out the original set myself because I knew it was expensive, and so I didn't buy it. So between 5 sellers, it was $302 for all the parts and minifigures.
That's not bad.
But you have to add in this the
postage
packaging on 5 different sellers, so it was more than $302 in the end for sure. But yeah, and there were some used parts, some new parts, but yeah, it was a little bittersweet when they finally came out with the new one. Finally, I was like, oh, you kind of knew it was going to happen, right?
Yeah, I was just I just thought, yeah, I'm gonna get it. I just the thing that put me off
over there
from it being a day one was the Phantom 2. I was a bit like, oh, it's kind of like they've squished it, but it kind of works when it's on the back of it. It's like, yeah, it actually looks all right. Now, how about this then, you two, Meredith, Shy Time? You guys have got a lot in common. It's really, it's quite scary, and I'm loving the chemistry. The thing is, right, how would you guys feel about Meredith earlier on? Was so shocked about the Landspeeder, the Luke's Landspeeder UCS set. She was so shocked by the fact that they came out of a UCS version of it. She thought it came out this year, and she hasn't quite recovered from that. But how about this, Meredith and Shy? How about a UCS Ghost? How about that? Be up for that?
Oh yeah. Well, why would I say no to that?
That's right. That's all
right. You suggested it, I thought earlier.
I worry they won't do it because I don't know. I just have this worry that they think it's a little bit more niche because it was in a animated. I mean, now we've seen it in real life or a live action show. But it's not like The Mandalorian where you had like 2 seasons of the Razor Crest of kind of like it becoming part of the series versus we only got like a few shots of hair flying around in it. So that's my worry. I would love one. I actually my husband and I went through our bulk and we pulled all the parts to build Brick Vault's version.
Yeah, Brick Vault's
we haven't done it because it's so big and it's going to tie up so many of our parts. But if they put a UCS one out there, I would probably get it on a double VIP weekend or something.
Yeah,
it would definitely be a
100%. It would be awesome. Here's the thing. Yeah, give us a battle pack with the zombie troopers and
yes.
Yes.
My God, come on, Lego.
Okay, well, those just came out, so give them a little bit.
I'm not normally a demanding kind of guy, but definitely zombie.
I want Night Mothers too. I mean,
yeah, Night Mothers. I want the Death Troopers. I would army up Death Troopers. Drop of a hat. I love
Death Troopers. Yes.
And still to this day, I think the best wave we've had in the kind of recent years was from Rogue One, and I love Rogue One. So I'm just throwing that one out there as well. Very cool. Okay, so we got from Shy, GTR, Wildflowers, Ghost, and then we went a little bit on a journey, shall we say? Give us one more then, Shy. Give us one more. Give us. It could be if you want it to be. It could always be a gift we purchase or something like that. But
no, I don't. None of those are my favorites. They're just reasons for me to buy stuff. Viking Village.
Viking Village. Yes. Now that has to be one of the deals of the year. Lots of Lego at a fairly reasonable price. Yes, that's definitely a good one out there. We've got Family Brick saying, Showtime, my time. We're going to army build the zombie troopers to fight the Falcon Knights. Yeah, why not? That's it. Once they've decimated the zombie skeletons, of course. So yeah, no, I like that. That is again a very strong 5, I would say. Now, for me, for my top 5, and it's kind of changed slightly as we've been going on. I kind of the one I would give a shout out to say, yeah, this is definitely worth getting, but it's not in my top 5. This is like the one that I would say just sits outside it. Is Temple of the Golden Idol from Indiana Jones. That is a great set. You would not be disappointed getting that. It's actually very playable and displayable at the same time. I'm going to go for Sora's transforming mech. That's this one. See if I can get it out here without breaking it. I love this. This had lots of notes of Transformers about it, and it transforms into a pretty decent motorbike, actually, that twists and everything. It's a really cool set. It's a great color scheme. And I'm a bit surprised, actually, with Titanium picking mostly Ninjago in his things, other than a Dreams set. I'm surprised he didn't pick this one. But a great set, very cool minifigures. And, of course, get the dragon as well. Then in 4th place, I'm going to go museum. I'm throwing that one in there. This is a really weird year. We've had 2 lots of modulars, which I don't necessarily agree with, and then throwing the Marvel ones as well. And you've got an absolute bundle of them. Then I reckon, do you know what? This is a curveball one. This is one that nobody's mentioned. And I'm just going to say it because I actually really enjoyed it. Did do it in a live stream. Just did it in my own time. I was actually on holiday in Bakewell. Is this guy here, the upscale minifigure. I think for the money, for what you get, I don't know. It just makes me smile. Makes me smile every time I think about it, actually. I was in a nice place where I was building it. I was in an old bank from like 1845 or something like that. And I just totally loved it. So that's why I got that. Is anyone else out there? You lot in the chat, what do you think of the upscale minifigure? Do you like that one? And then in second place, this is going to disappoint 1 or 2 people out there as well, is Gringotts. I love Gringotts. I don't think anyone's mentioned Gringotts yet here. I think someone did actually, but
in my revised message in the chat there, I put that in there.
Oh, he's put that in there. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that set. Yeah, for me, what have we got here? Is anyone? No, I've hardly in anybody's. I mean, I'd say that anybody. I've only watched about 2 of them. I haven't heard Eldorado Fortress mentioned at all, which is quite surprising, actually. But yes, 2K saying yes, the Lego House Pirate and the upscale minifigure. Yes, I'm glad someone out there likes that. I thought it was being a bit weird. And Paul saying love the upscale minifigure as well, and so too is Salixgate, which is amazing, good stuff. But yeah, and we got here. Old bank from 1848. Do you remember being built? No, I do not. There's been about 5 London bridges as well, by the way. But I like Gringotts because it's just such a peculiar build. Never built anything like it before. I like the subway section underground. I thought that's brilliant with all the vaults and everything. Love the gift with purchase that came with it as well, because that actually attaches to that set. Very, very cool. Love that. And of course, I love Gringotts itself. The one thing I didn't like about it is, of course, is the sticker. But boy, we've talked length about that as well. And I know people that have literally bled to death almost adjusting that sticker as well. But for me, the number 1 set of 2023 for me is actually from the Bricklink Designer Program. And that is the modular construction site. I absolutely love that. The crane with all the construction workers and the absolute headache and hell that I went through on one particular live stream, working out the offsetting was quite peculiar. And if it wasn't for Craigster, it would never have finished. But anyway, I got through it and I learned so much from that one assembly that I thought, do you know what? That for me is the best thing, because I actually learned quite a lot from that. And that for me is why that is my number 1 set. And I think ultimately, 1 or 2 of the Bricklink Designer Program sets should be inclusive as well, because they are, to put it mildly, magnificent sets. They really are. And I think it's been a great year for Lego, like we've seen so far. I'm going to ask Shai this in just a sec. Just going back to the votes, folks, we've got 98 votes. Come on, we need just another 2 and we've got 100, which is quite a thing. It really is. so far, ask the question being, in your humble opinion, have the Lego sets during 2023 been either okay, good, or great? Well, in third place with 7% is okay so far. Good 34%, and great is 59%. So quite a lot. Mostly speaking, the chat are very, very satisfied with the Lego sets this year, and we're going for great. The panel, to be honest, was hovering between the good and the great. I was great all the way in it, which sounds weird when you say it out of context. Shy, out of interest, where are your thoughts on Lego 2023? Is it being a great year, a good year, or an okay year?
I don't know. Like, I'm so numb now with all these sets just come out that it comes like a big blur. So I don't know how to truthfully answer that question, because there are sets here that came out that were extremely epic and like a lot of memorable ones, especially like another year of ginormous sets that are truly expensive. But my backlog has like tripled since the years before, so I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. So I don't know if this year for 2023 is definitely something to remember sets for.
Yeah, I mean, do you think though? Do you think in 2024 you'll spend less, or do you think?
I don't know. It just depends. It depends what comes out. I mean, knowing what I think that's coming out, it doesn't look like it's going to be any better.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, cool. So, what's your? So this is your. I'm getting a sense this is your mind speaking here. What about your heart? What does your heart say? Does your heart say it's been an okay year, a great year?
Oh no, my heart loved it.
Love. I did, but I should have put loved on there. So yeah. So you kind of sitting between the good and the great, or you going, nah, the heart says great.
No, okay. If I'm just going to speak from the heart, no, it was a great year. I mean, there was a lot of great big sets and small ones on themes that Dreams, it's a great Dreams killed it. My kids love it. Friends, like the new revamp and the sets they came out with is great. Star Wars, I mean, the Ahsoka wave was awesome, and the Vinegar Ghost, there's nothing wrong with it. We got 2 modulars in 1 year.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I mean, it's been a minute since something like this has happened, where there's been so much that I can't hit or knock on. We got some throwbacks with the Viking Village, or not really Viking Village, but I mean a little bit of nod to Castle, and then as well as for Eldorado Fortress. So Lego really touched a lot of areas within the Lego niches that are out there. So there's really nothing I can fault them on, as opposed to like with sets that they've released. Now, I don't know if that's going to hurt them going forward, whether they try to keep up, or they're going to start to scale back, or, are they setting themselves up for success? I have no idea. So I have a fear that this might be one of the last years that Lego will look like this.
Yeah.
Just based on
an interesting feeling.
Just based on world economy, just based on, the priorities of people nowadays. They're following up with the end of the pandemic, what they projected to be at, because these sets weren't designed this year. These sets were designed during pandemic time. So are they already scaling back, knowing that factor, or are they just going to dig themselves a deeper hole to get out of? So this might be one of the last years of this kind of epicness of sets coming out all at once.
Of course, and we'll all be watching the whole thing with eagle eyes and bated breath. But either way, 2023 has been an awesome year. So
my wallet doesn't think so, and my wife.
Well, no, my wife doesn't either. What are you buying that for? But that's just life, isn't it? And it's you. The thing is, you're either into Lego and you're not, or you're not. But I love the fact, like, for example, with my nephews who have got a little bits of Lego, but they play a lot of Fortnite. Man, it's like, I've got a connection with them now. I could talk to them about Fortnite and, of course, Lego at the same time. Now, here's the thing, right? We've got Mr. Saurus out there saying, howdy, Greg and crew. This has been a great convo. Hope you're all having a great New Year's. And same to you, my friend. And of course, the lovely Emily, too. Good to see you, Ross. It's been an intriguing one, actually. We've really got into depth on it. And it's been a really interesting takeaway for me in this whole conversation is that universally Dreams seems to be actually quite liked, which is good, because I was kind of worried about Dreams. The thing I was worried about Dreams was that all the promo stuff came out for it about a month before the actual sets drops, the TV programs, all the promotion and all that stuff. And it kind of seemed, then it was a bit of a lull of at least 2 weeks, and then boom, the sets came out and hit. But I think we'll enjoy Dreams simply for the creativity with, you know, a ship that looks like a shark. We've got a van that looks like a turtle. And I think we all kind of like that. We always like that. And Dreams are always is definitely a theme that I hope will be around for a long time, and one that definitely very much seems to be liked as well. So with that in mind, we're going to have a look at some photographs in a minute. But firstly, and I'm saying this with fingers crossed, because it's a little bit on the randomly working side. Some people would say it's got it's a little bit on the flaky side. But what we're going to do now, folks, is draw for 5 people to win a copy of the Blocks magazine book of retro Lego sets. So let's do that draw now, because otherwise it will never happen. I'll forget that we've got to do it. So hopefully this works and doesn't time out. So everybody who's left a comment in or on London Calling 202, which of course was the one that featured the designer of the Orient Express, Ollie Gregory, also did the A-frame as well. He was on that one, and peeps absolutely loved it. So hopefully I'll get some more Lego designers on London Calling in 2024. But anyway, folks, Blocks has given me 5 issues of this magazine to give away to you guys, and this is it. So I think it's about 28 of you have left comments on that particular live stream, which is grand. So here we go. So this is for winner number 1. Fingers crossed it works. Here we go. Oh, it's working. Thank goodness for that. And our first winner up is Card Maker. Let's put that down here. So Card Maker NR1, which of course we all know is the lovely Eureka, or Eureka, as some people like to say. Right, I think we keep that winner there. I think we can keep them there anyway. And so let's pick another one. Here we go. I think we've got the names down here actually. But anyway, let's pick another one. Hopefully it picks a different one this time. But anyway. And there we go. Press start. I suppose we press start. Here we go. Comes the next one. Dum, dum, dum. This one is One Clever Pig, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
So One Clever Pig. I almost feel like saying you are a clever pig for winning that, but that would be kind of weird.
I suppose you can say that. That's fine.
From Montreal.
Yeah, you are one clever pig.
Yeah.
I mean that literally. She goes, the Brickbot said, "Ha! I can't find. I just remembered a minute ago."
You can't leave carry out.
I can't leave out anything, mate. She's in a caravan at the moment, being blown all over the place. But we can't leave her out. Anyway, all right, here we go. Here's the next one. So we've got 2 winners so far: Eureka and One Clever Pig. Let's pick another winner, shall we? Here we go. Just for a few seconds, and here we go. Next one is Ian Brickbot. There we go.
So it wasn't like Harry, it was Ian.
It was Ian, yeah. That's it. Okay. All right. Good stuff. There we
so
go.
It's Carrie's now.
Yeah. Well, Ian's won it, folks. But
yeah,
believe me, he won't even be allowed to read that. Probably. Well, I'm just saying. All right. Let's pick another one. That's winner number 3. Good stuff. And don't forget, this is open to everyone all over the world. So far, we've got. I don't know where one. Well, we've got Canada. We've got Canada. Germany, I believe, and the UK. So we've all over the place already with this. So here goes the next one. Come on, fingers crossed for you, lovely lot out there. And it's KO.
Well done, KO.
There we go, straight over to the UK. KO's going to love this magazine. It really is, because obviously it features well, pretty much all the classic ones, really. There you go. If you like Castle, you like this mag. If you like Pirates, you're going to like this mag. If you like Classic Space, you're going to like the mag. There's nothing not to like. Anyway, let's pick the next one then. So this is for the 5th and the final winner of the Blocks Book of Retro Lego Sets magazine. Here we go. Good luck. And the winner is... Oh, Andy Seston, 5799.
Oh, nice.
There we go. Minark, I actually saw your name flash up then. I thought you was going to be.
So did I. I was like, I held my breath. I was like, and then
there we go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
literally, it was like.
So anyway, congratulations
Never mind.
to Eureka, One Clever Pick, Ian Brickbod, KO, and last but by no means least, Andy Seston as well. Good stuff. Congratulations, you lovely lot. Let's pop myself back up there. I always get lost otherwise. We've got more and more out there. Same, Mr. Soros. We do indeed. And Trevor's out there. He's saying hats off to all the Lego designers, the staff behind the scenes, the packaging, the warehouse staff, for all their hard work and producing such great sets for us to build. There we go, folks. That's very nicely said, Trevor. I wouldn't expect anything different from you, my friend. I cut it fine. Just remember a minute ago you did, but you didn't win, Carrie. Ian won, but of course it'll probably get posted to you anyway. Ian's gone to bed this early. I can't believe that. Anyway, I hope you guys are okay as well. They're in a caravan of all things, and well, the weather in the UK at the moment, I would definitely say, is not caravan weather. That's for sure.
It's a bit cold for camping right now.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much. I mean, basically, it's like a tent, isn't it? Really, I mean, it might as well be. You can tap on the wall for it. But yeah, what can I say? I'm not really sure why Carrie and Ian are doing it. But they are for some reason. They want an adventure, I suppose. But anyway, I think it's quiet there, other than all the wind, of course. We've got my 2 credits out there as well, saying hail. Welcome along, my 2 credits. Welcome to London Calling. Right. I tell you what, right? There is something I do want to look at. There is one new set that's kind of been mentioned this week, and then what we do is straight after that, we'll have a look at some photographs. So I couldn't actually find anything on the Lego website. We actually see that there is an official picture out there now of the Ninjago City micro set. But I don't know if it's an official set. It is an official picture, but I'm not sure if it's actually officially a picture, if you know what I mean. So anyway, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this new gift we're purchasing that we've got coming along, and just have a quick look at that. Really, now I can't find anything on Lego.com, but there is something on, of course, one of my favorite blog websites, which is of course Jay's Brick Blog. So anyway, let's get that up and we can take a look at that. Now, I'm intrigued to know what you guys on the panel think about this one. Let's bring everyone down here. This is a nice one. The Lego 40681 retro food truck gift we purchase could be yours if you spend big in January. Very rarely do we not spend big anyway, as AFOL peeps that we are. Any thoughts on this, anybody? I mean, I really want it, but I'm probably going to go to eBay and getting it. Let's start with Shy. Shy, what do you reckon? Do you like it? Will it motivate you to spend, I don't know, it's got to be around $200, I would have thought, to grab one?
Yeah, I'm buying it. No. There's a bunch of things on January 1st that I'm looking forward to buying. Not only that, I do need to up, my piece count for a certain thing. So, online pick a build or pick a brick, whatever you want to call it, that's going to be pretty heavy. So I'm probably going to be ending up with maybe 2 or 3 of these from the get-go. And then I'll probably come back 2 more times throughout the year and I'll get another 10. Just like I did the Moving Man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. Do you like it? I really like it. It's 6 studs wide. Yeah, it's about 6 studs wide. So it's a bit of a Lego City set. I quite like it. It reminds me of a Citroen truck of sorts. It does. What about you, Minark? Does it float your boat? I mean, it's a nice shade of light blue, but does that do it for you?
Yeah, no, I love the food trucks. Like you, Greg, I like collecting the food trucks. I love them. There's loads and loads of them around. They're phenomenal. Love the colours of this one. I love the canopy as well. I love the build technique for the canopy. But I'll probably buy it on eBay rather than spend the threshold just to get it and build it. just because I don't know yet when I'm buying the museum, and the GWP probably won't be available by the time I get it. So I'm just going to get it separate anyway. And then if for some reason I do get it, then I'll have two.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I'm the same as you. I mean, I've basically got enough for a Lego haul. This is the thing as well, Shy. Over in the UK, I've actually bought a few sets already. So I'm like, I'm going to get up early on the first, which is quite handy because I won't go to bed till the early hours of the morning. Normally speaking, on New Year's Day, I'll be lucky if I had about 4 hours. So it feels a bit weird, not only because I'm going to have a lay-in, but also that I'm not going to be building a blooming modular. It's going to be well strange. That is. More and more Lego. The only reason you go to Lego or a Lego store to buy Lego is because of the gift with purchases. That's the main thing they differentiate themselves. I learned that once listening to Cali Brick Click. I really did. And so I'm intrigued to know if does this float your boat? Is this enough to get you out to get it?
I mean, I'm all about food trucks. I'm not gonna lie. For like in real life as well. But I like this one. This one's nice. I mean, you already know that I'm gonna be getting an Avengers Tower soon anyway. So this is something that I'd be fine getting along with it. To be honest with you, I love it. I think it's great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, nice. Okay, very cool. Very good. Now, Meredith, right? You seem to be a bit of a piston head. You like your fast cars. But I mean, you ever thought about zooping up?
No,
bang up.
Not a. I don't really have a city collection or a modular collection. This is not really something I'd go for the spend. My main issue with it is have the Lego designers never been to like a hipster part of the town? I have not seen a food truck in years serving hot dogs. It's like paella or
You're right. You're so right.
Pastor, El Pastor tacos or like upscale mac and cheese with like you know what I'm saying. It's all very foodie food
so
trucks. And it's serving hot dogs.
You're so right though.
Yeah. I got to be honest, actually hot dog. I mean, this could be a thing. I mean, I've got the pizza van. What's the other vans we've bought recently? Got other vans there.
Slushy one too, haven't we?
I'm looking around. I'm thinking. I'm sure I've got another van
Friends had
recently.
a few.
We got this.
Yeah,
one.
the slushy van is phenomenal.
I love this thing.
That's a great set.
So
let's have a look. Let's have a look. That'd be too quick.
But here's the thing: anytime I go to a kids event with my daughter that's outdoors, there is always a Kona ice truck. So this is very like that is a thing. But hot dogs.
And that penguin costume figure that comes with that set.
Oh yeah, so good.
Yeah,
so good.
It is a brilliant set. I love Lego have done some brilliant ice cream vans over the last few years.
Yes,
it's literally a sub theme in itself, and I think that one. Is that the one that came with the minifigures dressed as ice creams? More.
It's the one with the penguin.
Oh, the penguin. Yeah, it was the one before that where they came dressed as that, which was really cool.
That was the city. That was the city set.
That was a city set. Robbers. It
was really weird, and that was the first set we got the splats in, which was really weird. Sounds weird when you say it like that. Got the splats. That sounds rude. So Andrew, I mean, you can't help yourself. You're obsessed by Lego. You really are. What about this one? Would this be enough to get you to the Lego store on January the 1st?
There's always something to get. I definitely don't have every set for sure, and I'm not planning to get every set. But I have enough sets that I would like to have that I haven't purchased yet. That I should be able to get that. It can't be more than $100, right? 150. It can't be that.
No,
much.
£170. So it's going to be $200.
$200.
Wow, that's pretty big for that.
Yeah, man.
It'll be easy to go through, and you know what? I've been working around the city a little bit more lately, and so if I can't get it through sets, which shouldn't be a problem, January 1st, I'll just go to the PAB and just buy some like pick a brick or whatever you want to call it, like the pick up. Yeah, I think it's called pick a brick online.
Yeah, PAB's the way, man.
Yeah,
PAB's the way.
Sure.
It
You
sounds
want
like something to say that the old pilots used to say in the Second World War. Pabs away. The connotations there. All right, good stuff. So yeah, I mean, people are sort of warming to it, I would say, but it's like, oh, I kind of like it. And then when you see the threshold, it's like, oh, I don't know about that. Titanium J. I mean, if you could get this with £170 worth of Ninjago, would you do it, or are you holding back for the theoretical Ninjago micro scale city set?
Oh, I'm definitely holding back. And this thing is nice, but I don't have a conventional city, and there's no real place where this would fit, so I'm not gonna try and go for it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm the same. I'm going to do what some of the people out there are going to be doing, and basically getting this on the aftermarket. First couple of days, it'll probably be like 45, £50, and then thereafter. Yeah, it will normalize. A week later, it will normalize to about
it's about 20-25 quid, I reckon.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. It'll go even cheaper than that, right? Because if if it's still for sale, people are still not. I mean, bearing in mind, folks, January the 1st is like a hard push. They've given us already, technically, a 2024 set in the form of the modular, right? Has anyone got any money left to buy any Lego? I don't know, but this potentially could still be for sale in 3 weeks' time. If it is, right, aftermarket, it'll be about 15 quid. Just watch and see how that progresses. But yeah, okay.
Oddly, the threshold is oddly the price, or almost the price of a modular.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was intended to be with a modular.
It was, but they never get them right. They just cannot marry up modulars.
The
and
timing
purchases.
Timing
Because
seems
they
to
want
suck.
you to come back and buy something else. They want you to buy it on the first day, and then they want you to come back, be like, but you need this to hang out in front of your museum. You need to come back and spend $200 more. It's just a gimmick.
I know. But can you imagine with that mentality, Meredith, in December? So December the 1st comes around. Oh, I'm going to get myself. I'm going to get myself a modular or something like that. And then you think, then the Avengers Tower comes out in the same month. Oh, I'm going to get that. So that's like I don't know, $750 American dollars spent, and then they have the audacity in the same few weeks to then give us the Orient Express as well. I mean, it's unstoppable.
They're trying to do, I feel like, the FOMO thing, where like they want people to have that sense of, I'm going to miss out. There's all these cool sets, which I've tried to be a little bit better this year. I mean, I still have, I know some people are talking about backlog. I still have I have the 1989 Batmobile, UCS Batmobile. I have the DeLorean. Oh, wow. I have the Hydra Bounty. I mean, I have so many sets from 2022 that I have not built. And I went a little crazy that I've been trying to Marie Kondo it a little bit. Like, do I have somewhere to put this? Do I need this? Does it spark joy? And it's just like,
you'll end up like Shy and me.
Yeah. I just don't have, I just don't have room.
Yeah. And there's a constraint. I always say it, folks, every time. Money, time, space. You can't have all three. If you have got all three, you're jolly lucky. Like that is the world of luxury that you're in. If you have, you really have. Very cool. All right. And interesting to see what people think about that as well. It's going to be an interesting year coming up from Lego. Like what Shai said, I almost feel a bit sad because I'm not really convinced 2024 is going to be as good a year for Lego. I think in Lego it will be, especially with some of the conventions coming up in 2024. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be a thing, and I can't wait for that. So, with that in mind, let's have a look at some photos, shall we? Let's have a look at what other people out there have been building or buying over the course of this festive period. Let's kick off with this one, shall we? This one's been sent in from Craigster. Which of course is I painted a picture in my head a few weeks ago that wouldn't it be nice with the Orient Express just kind of cruising slowly past the museum.
I like how he has Majesto out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's got right there. I almost didn't see him then because he kind of blends in. If you saw someone wearing that outfit driving your train, you'd be like, "Oh, wait, what's going on here?" Dare I say it?
So good.
The olive green looks quite nice with dark blue, I suppose. You could say navy blue, but I love this train, and I tell you what, right? Craigster does as well. He reckons it's one of the best sets that he's built this year. It looks brilliant. It
You
looks
have to double take as well, Greg. When you look at that, it is hard at first glance to see Lego. You look at that and you see model train because there's very few studs visible on that train unless you really go and look.
100%. I love it. Craig, if you are still out there, I mean, I'd be intrigued to know if you're actually going to motorize it, if you're thinking of doing that. But I like it. I really, really like it. What do you think, Shai, of the new modular with the Orient Express going past it? Do you think it's a nice look? Think it looks classic?
I like the color. Remember, we were debating about what colors would also look good as
yes,
as you. There you go.
There you go. That is a good color. That would be a good color for it. Yeah, I no doubt about that whatsoever. Brick Larrikin says the new Lunar Year set and the Mac Technic garbage truck should get me close to the threshold. I think they will, Brick Larrikin. I definitely think they will. And don't forget, folks, if you have sent me some pictures late on and stuff like that, and I don't show them tonight, don't worry. I promise you, I will show them next week. Next up, we got this from Echo Bricks. This is from Steve. He built this over the Christmas period. Actually, what a great set from the Bricklink Designer Program to build. Yeah, to build. It's lovely. Very, very cool. I like this. It's got a nice haircut. There we go. It looks like what's that geezer? The football player, Ted something or other. It looks like him. Really, really cool set. Love it. Very, very cool. I love those logs as well. That's neatly done. But yeah, very, very cool set. Nicely done, Echo Bricks. Next up, this is a picture from me. So I managed to get hold of a couple of the new space sets this week, and wanted to show this one off in particular because this one's quite interesting because she's an exclusive. So she drives or rather pilots, I should say, the Interstellar ship. That's the one that's in the background there that you can see. And what's interesting with her is that on her face, she's got a constellation of sorts tattooed on her face. I kind of like that. For those that know that are into their sci-fi, there used to be a program in the 80s called Space 1999. There was someone else who had a strange tattoo on their face as well. Kind of reminds me of her. So anyway, so you got the pilots. They tend to be in blue or light blue, and you got this geezer here. He's a construction, and he just looks like he's walked out of a Space 2001. A Space Odyssey movie, that geezer. And then, of course, you've got the classic ones. You've got the orange, which we got free with a book, and the red one, which we got with the Galaxy Explorer set, which is potentially my all-time favorite Lego minifigure. Love it. These are the sets that I managed to get early, that I sourced early from a shop near Gatwick. And there we go. Got the Marvel mech there. We've got the Burger Van, which is absolutely amazing. That's going to be a classic next year. That'll be on someone's top 5, I promise you. That's the one I've done a review of, folks. So do check that out. And there we go. There's the Interstellar set. The Interstellar set is very, very good. That is brilliant. Love that. A certain hint of Wipeout about it. Next up, we've got this from Mayo. He's just built a sort of a luscious area of greenery in his Lego city, which was jolly nice. Next up, we got this from 2K Folds as well. This is one of the pictures they sent me through last week. I couldn't show because it sent me quite a few pics. So sometimes, folks, I do show some more of the pictures that people send me a week later, which is always cool. But there we go. That's a nice, that's a beautiful looking Forestman habitat. Love the little baby as well in that. There we go. There's a classic space one. Titanium. What do you think of this one? It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Ice Planet, I believe. Very cool.
It's got a proper 80s vibe about it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Love that. There we go. Alien cast member photo shoot. He's a bit like that. There we go. There's another one from the guys as well, which looks pretty cool. Loving all the little babies that are in there.
That is cool. Yeah.
Love it.
That's cool. Love that. There we go.
That is a cool shield. I love that shield piece.
It's really good, isn't it? What's this piece from? Never seen that before. What's all that about? That's nice.
It's a
Mario.
Looks like a Mario piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, if you know, you know. Here's another one. This is nice. Blimey, this is
the 90s are hitting hard here.
Yeah. If this isn't Miami, I'll be disappointed. You know what I mean? If when I go to Miami, I want to get into the shortest, tightest shorts that man can possibly wear without being without the police pulling them over. I think it looks really cool. Love it. Love the boombox as well. That looks pretty cool. There's another one, an Egyptian one. They went all out on these habitats, didn't they? Loving that. Well, these actual proper minifigures back in the day. These look amazing. Love that. Next up, we've got another one from them as well. This is the same dude that's from that gift we purchased set, isn't it, Mark? Right, this geezer here. Was he part of that? I think he was.
I can't remember that. Maybe.
I don't know. He's like a medieval Batman.
Yeah. It's so cool though.
I bet you
I love that. I love the domed piece at the top.
Yeah. It's good.
I really do love that domed piece.
Yeah, that's
so
lovely.
good.
This is the Brick Bods. They were actually on a beach today. Can you believe it? In this weather, they're on a beach. What can I say? They're missing being on London Calling, and we are certainly missing them tonight as well. Sorry, missed my photo. Of course, it goes. Of course, I motorized it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Next up, we got this from Trevor's videos. Oh, this is one of the pictures he sent me last week as well, which is kind of cool. There we go. There's another one from it, which is a very, very cool minifigure like that, skating around. So earlier on this week, when I built a couple of these new 2024 sets, a Gaz on there, he was building these, the Queen Slot ride sets, which look jolly good. So there's one of them he built there. There's all three of them together. Did you ever collect these, Shy? Did anyone else ever collect these? Did it?
Yeah, I have them.
I started.
I have them in the. Sorry, I have them in the Toys R Us, like the boxes they came in.
Nice. Yeah, we didn't get them. Yeah, nice. Love them. Love them. Did anyone out in the chat collect these as well? We'll definitely pay for a medieval Batman set. FYI, yeah. Honestly, that is the thing. Sometimes Batman they do one of those sort of strange time crossovers. There we go. Blimey. Old Chewbacca's looking a bit rough these days, isn't he? Blimey. You know what I mean? He must have had a bad breakfast or something. Jeez. There we go. Anyway, I love this one. Oh, look at the logo. Look at the logo in the blue and red. Love that. I'm glad they haven't messed around with that too much, actually, with the new sets that have come out. There we go. There's the other one there. There's the Tom Baker custom minifigure. And that's it. That's it for tonight, folks. A nice sort of collection of Lego sets. Thank you for everybody who sent those in to me. And for those who may have sent them to me late in today, don't worry. I'll show them off next week, I promise. And on that note, as always, folks, thank you so much for sending those in. As always, it's been one of the nicest little segments that I've started off this year on London Calling, and long may it continue. Long may you lovely lot out there send me your pictures via email at londonbridgebricks@gmail.com, or of course you can just simply DM me any time of the week 24/7 over on Instagram. And with that in mind, now's probably a nice time because we've hit the 3 hours and 12 minutes. We've gone over just a little bit tonight. Why don't we go around the panel and just see what is coming up from them in 2024, which sounds really deep and meaningful, but feel free to go as deep or as shallow as you like. And I think I'm going to start off with Shy, because it's been a bit of a year for you, Shy, especially in terms of podcasting and stuff like that. So what you got planned for the next week or so, or maybe a little insight into what you're going to be doing in 2024, my friend?
Okay. So I did have, I don't know if anyone has this problem. Would anyone here like have so much to push out as content, like you just don't know what to do?
Yes.
That's been me for the past like couple of weeks. I kind of just said, screw it, I'm just taking a break. So I do have a bunch of release as far as videos within the next couple of months. As far as the channel goes for 2024, I'm just gonna do more of the same thing, but better, I guess. Trying to up my quality of content as I always do. But for the most part, that's different. Would be sitting on a stoop. So you're gonna continue to see more episodes of that. I am traveling within the next couple of weeks to be able to get more episodes in by creators in a particular area. So that should hold me until summer of Brickworld Chicago, in which I'll be able to get at least 10 more episodes in.
So that be you sorted out for the year. That will.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just because I only release them like once a month, now I'll be able to release more. But I'm going to be heavily reliant on these conventions to be able to get episodes in. So stay on the lookout for that. See you on the stoop.
Very, very cool. Now, before we get to Meredith, folks, don't forget there is a vote up there. We've hit 105, which is awesome. And while you're there as well, do me a little favor. Please do keep the thumbs up. And if you happen to be watching this back in the future, maybe Replay Gang or somebody like that, then leave a comment, say hi, or at the very least, give us a thumbs up. You know it makes sense, and you know you want it. It does help us grow here, and I think the algorithm kind of likes it. Now, someone I absolutely like and adore is, of course, Pink Wheels, aka Meredith. Meredith, 2024. 2023 has been a tumultuous year for you, I would imagine.
Yeah,
2024.
So I will be at Atlanta BrickCon coming up here in the second weekend of February. It's going to be fun. They doubled the size of their square footage because it was way too crowded last year, but we got such a big response from people in the Southeast wanting to come and display. So we had a ton of displayers. So it's going to be a pretty big show. New Hashima is coming back for the show. It will be roughly 2/3 the size of, I'd say about roughly a half to 2/3, somewhere in between that, of what was at Brickworld, and there will be all new builds on it, which is what I've been working on. I kept saying I wasn't going to build any more Cyberpunk, but for some reason I keep building more Cyberpunk.
You want to do it?
I don't know. It's such a fun medium to build in. And I love the builders. I've made such great friends with, 60, 70 random builders all across the world. Some of them probably people that I know, many of them are people that I wouldn't approach and talk to because I'm a little shy / they are phenomenal builders that have been building for like 15, 20 years. And now I'm great friends with them, and that's it's been fantastic. It's been helping my building, getting feedback. And I think that's why I keep building it, because it's fun to keep posting in the Discord, getting people's feedback. It's an interesting way to mock and be collaborative with people versus just building your own mocks. But I'm still going to be building a new mock for Brickworld. I am trying to leave minifigure scale behind, so it will not be a minifig scale mock at Brickworld. So those are my kind of two goals right now. Finish what I have for New Hashima. I don't know if New Hashima will be at Brickworld again. I don't think so. I think everyone wants to actually see their friends go out and have sit-down dinners versus, hey, can someone go pick up food because we're still building. So I think most of the team is going to take a break this year at Brickworld, just because, I got to do 2-part drafts, and those were like kind of like impromptu ones. I missed the beer draft. My husband had to do my beer draft for me. So we missed out on a lot of the fun at the convention. So I think this year, I don't know, but I don't think I will be partaking if there is another setup, because it's a lot of time. So
yeah.
And I think that's it. I'd like to go to Brick Slopes. And
I hear a lot of good things about Brick Slopes. That's always in people's
support the crew out there.
minds.
So I think that's going to be the 3 big cons I'm going to do this year, and just keep building.
Yeah, brilliant. Just keep building. Do you know what? That is a really nice way of just putting it, actually. I like that. Just keep building. Love it. Good sentiment. I love that a lot. More and more. 2024. And over the course of this weekend, actually, because we're in the twilight now of 2023, which always makes me a little bit sad, actually. I'm one of these people, I hate goodbyes, and I hate saying goodbye to things, and I'm exactly the same when it comes to a year. It's a strange old feeling. It really is. Almost. Yeah. Well, anyway, it does a thing for me. It's an emotional drain. Should I put it that way? More and more. 2024. What's it got in store for you, my friend?
Yeah. So more of the podcast where I talk to other creators about what they do, crossing the streams. So more of that. That's probably going to be the foundation of a lot of the things that I'll be doing going forward. More Lego build live streams on Twitch, of course. I'm sure there will be many Avengers Tower streams next month because there's simply so much of it to build. And then let's see, more talk shows in general on YouTube as well. So a little bit of everything. I'll be also hitting up some of the cons next year. Loved Brick Slopes this year, so I'll be heading back to that. That's the plan. Brick World Chicago. Haven't been to that one, so that's on the docket as well. Bricks Cascade is not far from me, so I'll probably be hitting that one up as well. So
that's cool. My mother-in-law lives like 30 minutes from there, and so I'm trying to convince my wife for us to fly over there.
Yeah,
so
nice. Yeah, I live.
So I don't
actually,
know if we'll go, but we'll try to go.
I live like 2.5 hours from where it is, so yeah, I'll be hitting more of the cons as well. Yeah, so I'll be building as well as talking to a lot of you AFOLs out there on streams and on YouTube.
Amazing. I can't wait to meet you. I mean,
can't wait.
Quite a few of you that are on the panel tonight. You're going to be there. So it's going to be brilliant. Here's a funny thing as well. So over Christmas, my wife bought me a new beanie hat, and it's a Chicago Bulls beanie hat. How cool is that?
There you go.
So I probably won't be wearing it in June. It might be a bit warm for that. But she bought me that and a traveling label as well, the type that you put on your suitcase, which is lovely.
When we went out in Chicago for we went to a baseball game, we went to downtown. We were freezing. I wore shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, really?
Nice and warm. And by the time we got to downtown, it definitely was windy. They call it the Windy City. But like I definitely bought a Chicago Bears hoodie because I wanted to stay warm. And
I'll bring it out just in case.
You might need it.
It was unseasonably cool for 1 or 2 days.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll take it just in case. Brilliant. All right. I will bring it. Good advice. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Okay, folks. I'm going to end the poll now. And while I'm doing that, Minark 2024. It's coming up fast, my friend. It really is.
It is.
24 hours from now, we'll be thinking, oh, gold. We're nearly there. What's 2024 hold for you, my friend?
So 2024 for me is doing more Twitch streaming because I love it. I've been doing it for a couple of years now, thoroughly enjoy it. Gonna keep going with that. I do want to get my series 2 of organization videos done, so then just to kind of soft launch back onto YouTube. I do want to do that because I did enjoy doing that a lot, and I do know it's been a little while since I did those, so I do want to get those done, but I'm also not putting any pressure on myself to do it at a set time because I'll do it when I do it. But the biggest thing for me in 2024 is last year, 2023 just gone, was the first year that I displayed at conventions. And so 2024 is going to be where I'm displaying at Bricktastic for the first time ever. The biggest show I'm actually going to be displaying there. So that's super exciting. And then there's a few more around the country doing that, doing as well. So all in all, I think 2024 is going to be more of traveling around the country, displaying my Lego creations, and just having fun really in the community and building live on Twitch, hanging out with people, which is honestly one of my favorite things to do. It's just to hang out with everyone and build.
Isn't it weird to think in 2 months from now, Bricktastic would have come and gone?
I'm trying not to think about it.
It's quite scary, isn't it?
Try not to think about it, Greg, because I still have yet to begin my new mock. I've still got the ones to bring, but
Dude, you better get down to it.
It'll be fine. It'll all be fine, but I know what I'm doing. I already know what I'm building. I just need to start.
Good stuff. All right. Yeah, make it start. Sooner the better. Here we go. Well, so here's the thing, folks. So here's how the voting went tonight. Then thank you so much as well. 105 votes tonight, which is very, very cool indeed. In your humble opinion, the question being, have the Lego sets during 2023 been either okay, good, or great? 7% say okay, 36% say good, and 56% says great. That's pretty good, actually. And that's pretty much where the panel is. The panel kind of deviates between the good and the great, which is jolly good. Let's go up north then. Really up north, not only on where the panel is, but of course on in Canada. Brick and Brood. What about 2024? What's that hold for you, my friend?
You know, it's a good question for sure. I definitely have a lot of stuff like Shai was saying there. I got a lot of content that I've shot. I have a lot of ideas that I want to get out there. But I have like I think I have 4 videos that are actually started, and all I have to do is kind of just finish them off and make them, like, clean them all up, and then just put those out every once in a while. So hopefully put more content out there, and I want to get back out to doing more live streams. I think right before I started streaming with you a lot, I was doing more live streams on my channel, just kind of getting out there, and I was having fun with it for sure. It wasn't like big numbers and stuff, but like it was fun doing it.
But that's how I found you, Andrew. That's how I found you when you were streaming.
And well, I feel like I haven't done it in so long that I'm a little nervous to jump back in there, but it doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah, just do it, I guess.
Turn the camera on, man. Take the time.
Yeah,
throw it out.
I got lots to do for sure. So yeah, no, one thing I didn't finish this year that I wanted to do was I bought a bunch of Lord of the Rings sets at the end of last year in preparation for Rivendell, and I streamed. I think every set I have, I've streamed doing it. So I still have a few more. I think I have like 4 more sets I want to do. So I'm able to get streaming some Lord of the Rings sets I have in my backlog there. But yeah, and then actually, you know, one more thing that I haven't really gotten into this so much in my Lego journey, but I'm prepared to do it, is I have so many sets in my backlog and sets that I've purchased in preparation to just on sale, right? When you see things are on clearance. So I think I'm going to start putting more things on sale online and try to get rid of some of the space I have back there. So I've been sitting on it long enough, I think, now that I can start putting it out there. So that's my plan.
Brilliant. Sounds like a good plan. Everybody's got a plan so far. So it's very, very cool. What about you, Titanium? Where you at with your thinking about 2024?
So 2024, going to continue on the Twitch streams. Really like doing that. Just building Lego and all that. Also hope to continue the monthly new releases streams where I joined Amberlaya and WeChat monthly releases. We're actually planning on doing one of those this weekend on Saturday evening. I believe we have yet to iron out a specific time. I do also hope to get back into posting on YouTube. Haven't done too much of that, although I did post a vlog yesterday, which was for Brickworld Holiday Joy. That was a lot of fun.
Nice.
But I'm hoping to get more YouTube content out there. And then as far as mocks go, I'm working on the Temple of Air Jitsu, even as we speak, and hope to have that displayed at Brickworld Chicago next year.
Awesome, man. No, that is exciting. That's really, really cool. Yes,
Dex and I are working on. Oh, sorry, Dex and I are working on an Air Jitsu build right now. I was talking to him about a bit. I should know that's. I have like 3 videos set up for that I haven't finished putting together, but I have a little Ninjago series, which Titanium will like for sure, coming out soon with a little Ninjago build area.
Yeah, no, very cool, very cool. Well, I'm looking forward to that because I've got a sneaky suspicion that I'm going to be building Ninjago City a lot quicker than I thought I was going to be. Because if the rumors are said to be true, this microscale build that we're getting of Ninjago City, which of course is just kind of theoretically speaking, it could be coming in January.
Rumor.
It is, yeah, probably, yeah. It's going to be coming out in January sometime, which is going to be like crazy. But true.
I will say, like the micro scale, I need to get Agrabah. I'm really loving micro and mini scale sets because again,
the castle
you can collect.
Japanese, was it Japanese castle?
It's a little bit bigger, but like the little the original Cinderella's castle, from like 2 years
those
ago.
ones, those trio.
Yeah, they have the Agrabah Castle, and then that Ninjago City looks about the same scale, or might be a little bit smaller, but it's just nice, cute sets that that are very displayable that you can fit in places.
Yes.
Versus the bigger scale stuff, because like right now we're building markets, but we still have to build the gardens, and where we have the docks in Ninjago City, we can't fit another one on it, so we're gonna have to move it somewhere. But I really like Lego putting out these like $40 to $50 sets that are iconic, like the castles or something like that, and then the Superstar Destroyer, that it lets you feel okay about collecting something and not feeling like you're gonna be a hoarder and have all these Lego sets that are just giant and you don't have room for, but that you can enjoy and collect it.
Yeah, 100%. It's got to be done. Well, coming up for me in 2024, really, folks, I'm going to be doing live streams, keep them going. London Calling is still going to be a thing. Tomorrow, by the way, talking of London Calling, is going to be the kind of the London Calling rewind, and that's going to be from rewinding from, I don't know, episode 1 right through to 199. You kind of got a glimpse of it a couple of weeks ago during 200, but I've kind of remixed it a little bit, certainly added in 2 extra tracks of music. And I do beg the question during it, should I make it an annual thing? Kind of have a bit of a retro look back, just for like maybe 3-5 minutes every year, looking back at who's been on London Calling. Because like I kind of say in that video as well, and I kind of said it with more and more, London Calling is a bit of a snapshot of the AFOL community at any one particular time. And when you look back, especially if you go sort of 25 steps back at a time, you kind of really do notice it. It's interesting to see how we all kind of grow, develop, and change through time. It really is. Sometimes good, and sometimes not quite so good. Otherwise, folks, it's going to be the reboot of Lagondon shorts, and certainly a lot more vlogs from me for 2024. And hopefully I'm going to start that during Bricktastic in February, and that will kind of lead in quite nicely to June for Chicago, which I'm super excited about. I really am. Anyway, on that note, folks, I just want to say thank you to everybody for voting tonight. That was pretty incredible, 105 votes. Keep the likes coming, folks. We always like likes. There is nothing not to like about likes. And also I want to thank everybody for being on the panel tonight. Shy Time, Meredith, you guys in particular with your kind of petrol head enthusiasm, love that. I really did. It was like kindred spirits. More and more for being here as well. I can never get enough of Mark, lovely to see you. You made it, Mark. The cold hasn't quite taken a hold yet.
No.
We're not quite there. We're not quite there yet, but you've done really well, my friend. Brick and Brood as well. Been great having you here. Titanium, as always, it's super.
Almost finished the Corvette here. Almost.
The Corvette.
It looks so good.
Hold it up. Let's make it bigger. Let's have a look at that. It does look good.
Almost. Oh, it's fantastic.
Little red Corvette.
And the windscreen on it, or the windshield, sorry, looks awesome. Like it's no scratching on it. They did a good job packaging it. So
very nice.
Finally.
It was in the paper.
Finally.
They've got to do it. Yeah, finally. I like that. Titanium. Can I just say, Titanium, it's been a bit weird having you on today without your green fleece. I've kind of missed it.
Maybe I'll bring it back next week. We'll see.
I think you do. Bring back the green fleece. That's all I'm going to say to that. Paul F out there, he's saying that car just looks beautiful. It does, actually. I do love big cars. I do collect them. I don't necessarily build them. But I do love streaming them with them, and I'll have to get back and get in touch with Hive, see if he wants to do a transatlantic live stream just over doing some big cars. I actually want to build the Land Rover, which I'm dying to do. Otherwise, like I said, folks, Lagondon will be rebooted, shorts and vlogs, and of course live streams. That's London Bridge Bricks for you. I just want to thank as well to Eureka, One Clever Pig, Ian Brickbod, KO, and Andy Seston tonight for being the winners of the Blocks Retro magazine as well. I'll be getting in touch with you guys, and we'll be sorting that out. Otherwise, for me personally, I want to wish the panel and everybody who's been on the panel this year, everybody who's been out in the chat this year and tonight. Just a very healthy, happy 2024. Let's hope we get a little bit more peace on this planet, folks, because let's face it, it does from time to time go a bit pear-shaped. But luckily for us, we've all got the love of the brick to kind of bond us and bring us all back together. And with that in mind, I just want to thank as well tonight Trevor's Videos, Stud Sidious, 2Gay Files, Bonnie Bricks, Clever Pigs as well for not only being here tonight, but also winning the magazine. Anna Rays, One Brick Stud, Polar Bricks, and Madlib, and 2Gay Files, to name but a few. And if you take one thing away from 2023, just think that Lego, and he lost my voice then, is a wonderful thing. 2023 has been a wonderful year for Lego, somewhere between the good and the great. I think it's been brilliant. And on that note, you guys have been brilliant too. Good night.